Testing test. 1, 2, 3 test. Hope I'm coming through all right and not all screwy like sometimes that happens. But we'll just chill for a minute. See if anybody else wants to come and hang out with us. So we'll look around the market, going over a few of my talking points, because we've got quite a few things to talk about this time around. We've got loads happening in the space. See what's going on in the market here. Do do do. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, exhibition in the house. How are you, mate? So just chilling for a minute, just while we wait for some more people to turn up. Hey, there's collectors. All right, now we're cooking. Let's get the party started. We got loads to talk about. There's lots going on in the space at the moment. Let me just invite to come. Sorry, guys, just bear with me. We're going to get the show on the road in a minute. So happy Sunday, guys. So I hope you had a fantastic weekend. So mine's just coming to a close, but hopefully your weekend has been all right. Hey, see Chris Severs in the house. Chris, thanks for dropping in, mate. So we're just chilling for a minute. We'll wait for some more people to turn up. So Josh has sent you a co-host request, mate. So feel free to hit that and come on up whenever you're ready. Hey, Double Quills in the house. Oh, hey, here we go. All right. Let me just do some creative shuffling around here. Approve. We got Josh. We got Chris in the house. How are we, guys?
Morning, afternoon.
Morning, afternoon, evening. Good night, everyone.
Afternoon.
How are we all?
Good. How you doing?
Going good, mate. Oh.
I'm probably only going to have about 10 minutes until my wife comes down and says, let's go. So
okay.
I wanted to get in, say hi to everybody pretty quick.
Yeah, no worries. So
family's rocking there.
So you heading out somewhere with the family?
Yeah, we're going to see Joe Coy tonight, the comedian. He's in Vancouver, and so I've got a few things. We got to do some running around today to get the kids all prepped for the night alone here.
See.
So, yeah.
Okay, Joe Coy. I don't think I'm familiar with that the comedian.
Yeah, my wife and her family really like him. He's pretty funny. He's doing the tour, but he's on Netflix if you want to check him out. It's pretty funny guy. So.
I will. Yeah, I'll have to write that down. What was his name again? Sorry, Joe Coy.
Joe Coy. I think it's Koi. Hang on.
Koi. Joe Coy. That's right. I'll jot that down. I'll have a look.
Jokoy. That's it.
Jokoy. Why? Got it. Joe Coy. Okay, I get it.
Couple of chuckles. That might be the way. So.
No, nice one. So, guys, I mean, I've got a brand new sound effect because this seems to be the breaking news at the moment. Check this out. So, guys, breaking news. We get Wolverine is coming to VeVe.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going a different direction there. Okay. We'll talk about
Wolverine. No. Well, I was tempted to jump straight to the intro music. I was like, no, this is like way too big. This is like breaking ground, breaking stuff, guys. So have you seen it, Josh? Because I know you were live streaming before. So yeah, the big news is we get Wolverine is dropping on VeVe. We don't know when. I didn't see a time frame, but he is coming.
Yeah, that's exciting. I was made aware while I was streaming. It was actually a shout out to the biggest bro. But he told me about it, went over on X, and I just saw like the I guess photo or GIF that they posted, but I never read the actual post. Did they say Wolverine himself, or is it just like an X-Men?
No, it's basically what it is just like the X symbol basically getting slashed up.
Oh, fair. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah. But it's pretty distinctive. I mean, like obviously, like they ain't beating around the bush. Wolverine is definitely coming, but the only thing we don't know is whether it's going to be a collectible or if it's going to be a comic or if it's going to be both. And in saying that, what sort of style is it going to be? And are we going to get like the cell shading collectibles like we've had, like with Professor X and Magneto and Kingpin and all that? I know. What are we thinking, guys?
I made a joke on stream. I was like, imagine it's a Mighty.
I think even if it's a Mighty, it still do very well.
Oh, dude, that would create a storm in the community if it's a Mighty.
I remember it was on. I'm pretty sure it was Aaron My Collectables, and he had Alex on, and somebody posted a comment about that, Josh, and they said, "Oh, please God, don't let it be a Mighty." And he said, "We promise it won't be." But say one thing back way in the day, right? But
I tell you what, my Collectables is all over it already. Like he's literally just like released like his reaction video, like literally like 10 seconds after it aired. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll later.
But yeah, you can tell he's enthusiastic.
Yeah, my suspicions are more like Josh. I think this is going to be some form of a statue, and then for those that haven't heard me say this, the anniversary of Hulk 181, his first appearance, is this November, and so I mean I can't imagine the hype that's going to come from Marvel, Wolverine fans, Hulk fans, anybody that's an owner or appreciates that book. November is going to be a big deal. So it would make sense logistically that VeVe ties into that because there's going to be so much promotion on it. They say anything about that book dropping, it'll be massive, right? So I think this is a bit premature for the book, but I've been wrong so many times here before. So I don't know. That's my hunch, is that we see a pretty high value statue, and then we get the book released later. And that's not to say that there wouldn't be minis or mighties, whatever we call them. You could have a whole Wolverine line of that, right? And then whatever they do with those in the future. But I think in the real world too, there's so many different variants of Wolverine statues that people buy them like crazy because he's just so popular, right? So
yeah.
So here's my question with the statue, because I'd be happy if it's a statue like what you're talking about. Do you guys think it should be something like an interactive Iron Man, where you tap him and then he goes into different poses, or like how do you think it should be? I think
absolutely.
At the very least, it needs to be animated.
Wait! I got one. Hell yeah! Oh, that's good.
At the very least, it needs to be animated. We were talking on stream about how the claws need to go in and out.
Yeah, that at a minimum, Josh. At a minimum.
And it has to make the skin sound as well. Like,
yeah. Well, maybe that was the test with Spider-Gwen. You know, flicking the face to the mask face. You know, you click a button and there's an animation. So proven it's easy to do. Well, not easy to do, but you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's doable.
Yeah.
Doable. So long as it's not like, him like changing his head or something like that. As long as it's the claws coming out.
Yeah, I'd like claws and then some kind of a slashing movement, like his berserk attack. That would be sweet. Yeah.
But yeah, well, before we get too far into it, I suppose we better do the proper thing and get the intro music going. All right. Okay, everybody. Osmond Collect 63 here, and we're back again. We're back again with episode 25 of VeVe Weekends, which is the weekend show. So I'm joined by my trusty co-host and fellow collector. Collector's Gone Digital. How are you, Josh? And I've also joined on the stage with Chris Severs. So how are we, guys? How are we doing? Obviously, I had to start the show off with the breaking news that we've got Wolverine coming to the app because everything's just gone completely nuts all over X and VeVe and all sorts of space. It's going to be a real market melter.
No, I'm looking forward to this weekend's show. I'm soaking up some sun right now, so I'm by a very busy road. So if you hear some background noise, that's why. So I just want to make that clear. But
all good.
no, looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. And I also see all our regulars coming back and listening in. I see Hinano. I see VeVe NFT Comics. I see D one and only chilling in the background. Hope you guys are feeling better, because I know you guys are feeling a bit under the weather. I see Exhibition. Say Casual, Myers, Nino Blue, Weisman. How are we, mate? Thanks for joining in. C Spill, Double Quill. If you haven't checked out Double Quill's latest blog, please do so. So I think up to Adventures in VeVe. I did write it down, but it's Adventures in VeVe is the ball pit. It's a nice analogy of the market, but in a baseball context. And if you read it and you're not feeling like hot dogs, so you're not doing something right. And Sven, I see Sven there as well in the background. Aloha, videographer. That's a new one. And Mike. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time to come and chill with us. We've got loads to talk about, but that's enough rambling for me. Let's get into it.
That soundtrack that you use for the show is such a Cars soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it reminds me of the movie every single time. Fun fact: I actually used that for the McQueen showcase too. That exact soundtrack.
Nice one.
No, I was gonna say at the beginning of the show here, I thought you were going to take it a different direction, because I thought you were going to talk about Predator. Well,
yeah, that actually was on my list of talking points, because me personally, I'm excited for that one. But I thought I better leave with Wolverine, because Wolverine's the one that's just sparked an absolute fire under the market and ignite space. But yes, I am very, very excited, because if nobody's seen it yet, Josh did a recap of the interview they did on the comic book club, which Dan and Dave had I want to say a cameo appearance at the very end of it, because it wasn't overly long, but they did drop that apparently Disney got plans to front run 20th Century Fox, which means that Planet of the Apes and along with Aliens and Predator will be coming to VeVe. So I do have a soundtrack ready for that, which is not ready, but yeah, it goes on the lines of hell yes, I am all for it. Yeah, actually, this will do. Oh, wait, I gotta turn my sound back up. This is what happens when you do things in real time, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Something new.
That's funny. You know, David mentioned Planet of the Apes and then Aliens vs Predator. I'm like, Osman.
I know. Funny enough, I was actually watching your video, when I was, because I hadn't seen the actual interview itself, and I was watching your recap of it, and I heard that bit at the very end, and I was just like. It's like, yes, but very cool. So yeah, so that's something exciting to look forward to. But yeah, let's go into a bit of market talk. So this is a little segment I like to call "Let's Go Shopping." All right, so we had the Spider-Man drop not long ago, and we had the Cars drop today. So how we go, guys? Anybody score themselves a Spider-Man or a Cars, or how we do? Oh, I'm guessing we can go for anything.
No. Chris, take the stage.
Yeah,
go for it.
Sorry, guys, I missed this morning's drop. I slept in. But I'll probably pick up a few of these in the market. But yeah, I was doing all my heavy work yesterday on the symbiote hunts and the 628s. And so,
I see. So it's all burnt out. I need to recover.
Burnt out. I need a day to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you manage to get all the mints that you wanted?
On the drop yesterday, interestingly, I didn't win on the drop, and I can't remember what I put. I put about 30-something thousand MCP points towards it, but didn't win. But it was one of those things I wasn't too concerned, because I had a suspicion that I might be able to pick up the edition number I wanted, and I did, and it wasn't that far from the floor. So that was my win yesterday. And then I picked up a couple of other Spidey assets with the same number. So it all worked out.
Nice. Well, here we go. Just in case anyone's interested, because I'm looking in the market right now, and the Spider-Man symbiote suit, which is our rare, is currently going for 59 gems and 99 frags on the floor, and it's actually up for sale by my collectibles. Funny enough.
I'm having trouble.
Couple.
What's that, mate?
I think he got a couple of them. So.
Oh, nice.
He won one on drop and bought one in the market, I think. So.
No, very cool. And we got Sven up on the stage as well. Sven, how are you, mate?
Hi, good evening. Good evening. Doing great.
Good. How'd you go, Sven? Did you manage to go for the Spider-Man drop or go for the Cars drop?
I think it was yesterday. I was playing with Collectors Gone Digital, and I told him I would get one on the second-hand market, but it didn't happen. I went to the store, and to the second-hand market, and for some reason, I started to buy the ultra rare and the 2 cars, and started to craft like an insane one.
Nice.
So now I did buy 2 cars, then craft, sold the 2 cars, bought them again, craft again, and did that like 5 or 7 times.
All right, so you've done all right then.
Yeah, but it still costs a lot of money to to do that. So I don't know how I ended up here, but with all these collectibles, now I have like I think 5 or 6 piston clubs and 6 extra cars. So yeah, I'm happy with what I got, but I don't know how I ended up here with those things.
It's like a hard night out, like, on the drink or something. You wake up the next day and just like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. I started I went into the flipping mode. So I thought I was thinking my brother does it all the time. So I was ready and I went for it. And at the end, now I'm here sitting with my piston clubs trophies. But I still did have received a 51 piston club. So maybe I can recoup some money with that. But I think it costed me about $80, and now everyone's going for the Wolverine. So I have my card.
That's it. Everyone's going for Wolverines, but I'm cool because I got my piston cup on my cars.
Yeah. I think I have to work a bit more this week, but the problem is I'm on vacation, so.
Oh no.
Yes. So I have a problem there, but I'm happy with my cars. I have 3 black cars, 2 yellow cars, and I like them. I think they will look nice next to my Lightning McQueen.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy.
That's good. So I'm
cracking me up over here. I'm laughing over here because
I know.
He's like, I don't know how I ended up here. I keep thinking, I'm like, dude, you have 400 T-Rexes.
That's true. That is true. You are kind of the dinosaur king.
Yeah, those T-Rexes, but that's something I do on knowing what I do there. But with the card, I don't think after 10 minutes I realized what am I doing here. But yeah, we did it, and I will keep those cards, and I'll stack those MCP points because I have 5 secret rares extra, so I'll stack those points.
Nice. So I'm just picturing that in my head, like, you wake up, like, after a VeVe spending spree, your wallet's drained, you don't know what's happened, just blacked out, and just like, what happened? I blacked out. But I've got all these cars and piston cups. It's like, it was awesome, and T-Rexes to go with it.
I never started buying when I was drunk. I don't think it's a good idea to start buying when you're drunk.
We learned that from VeVe Comics in the last conversation we had a few episodes back. They're saying, yeah, you should definitely not drink in VeVe.
We need to eventually see a space where we got Sven's T-Rexes versus low mint mix stormtroopers. Just battling it out.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I have a lot of T-Rexes, but there's one on if you check on Stacker, the ultra rares, those are heavily stacked too. I think there's one person that has like 200-300 of those T-Rexes, so I'm not the only one.
Ooh, competition.
Yeah, but I go for the
I love
uncommons.
it. I love it.
Hey Sven,
Ah, cool.
on Stacker, does it say you're a top 10 wallet then for that collectible?
For the uncommon, I'm on the first place. Yes. My wallet is on the first place there.
There you go.
Nice. Very cool. So let's see. What else has been happening in the world today? So, how's everyone's weekend been so far? Let's start with that. So, Chris, how's your weekend been?
Oh, it's been great. Weather's been cooperative. It's been nice. Been spending too much in VeVe.
Yeah.
Usual. Yeah. I'm getting the nod. I've got about 2 minutes. I've got to run.
Got the missus hovering over your shoulder, tapping the watch.
Yeah, my weekend's not over yet. Still going.
No, nice one.
Yeah, I just I was a little busy this morning too. We were putting out the X-Men blog for Go Collect, and so quick shout out to Richard as well. He was instrumental in providing the bulk of the copy that went into that, and I don't know if I think he's on the stream actually. Yeah, so just really well done, well received by the editorial team. They had a nice read on this one, so it just dropped today. I don't usually like to drop on Sundays because I try to reserve those for Double Quill, but that was the whatever they decided on the editorial team. So that's why it went out today. But it's a fun one. Have a read. I tried to make it easy to see. It's just got a bunch of X-Men on the topic line, so on the post, and so you'll see it there.
Nice.
So if you're an X-Men fan, it's worth reading. It's I'm trying to, and the point, and then I've got to run here, but just to like keep bridging that gap, right? The physical collectors that are skeptical and holding off and saying, hey, you know what, this is not for me. This is kind of the point, right? It is, and it's happening, and you're either going to jump on board and enjoy this, or you're going to miss the ferry, right? So that's kind of why we keep putting this out. It's like, look, you've seen these books in the real world, now they're here in the digital world, and it's just a great opportunity. If you don't have them, get them, read them, enjoy them, and then share them. And so yeah, we hope to do some more of these in the future, and that's my shameless plug for the morning. So
yeah, mate. Well, I've just liked it. I've just retweeted it. So feel free if anyone's out there and wants to pin it to the chat. By all means, go for it.
Thanks, sir.
And yeah, and I'll definitely be getting into that as soon as I get a spare 10 seconds.
Yeah, and if anyone doesn't know, I just bought one, the Piston Cup Secret Rare, currently listed around $13. And so with Wolverine coming, if anybody needs cheap MCP, what's $13 divided by 6, right? It's like $2 an MCP point. So I have a suspicion we're going to see the old-fashioned gem squeeze, people selling anything for anything to get points for these Wolverine drops. And so
yeah,
it might be a good time to stack some points if anybody's shy on them. So
yeah, so you wait. As soon as we actually get the blog article and we get some details about what's coming Wolverine wise, yeah, the market is just going to go a complete meltdown.
Oh, it's crazy. It's already happening. So yeah, there we go.
That's it. Hold on.
Yeah, with that, I've got to tune off. I'll try and keep the stream live here, Alex, listening in the background. But
yeah, mate. Yeah, go for it. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks for having, and have a great stream, everybody. Take care.
Good weekend, Chris.
Take care, Chris. Have a good one, mate. No, awesome. So yeah, what about you, Josh? How's your weekend been so far?
A little bit of work, a little bit of relaxing. Was gaming with Sven yesterday. Absolutely ruined him in a one-on-one sniper battle. I got to say that. Won't let him say anything otherwise. Okay?
Nice. I do have to say, at the start of that stream, I did a big hell yeah to the Predator skin that the Sven had. So very, very cool.
Yeah, he has a lot of them. He was actually playing as the symbiote skin as well, day of drop. But other than that, got my new gaming PC actually in today, so I've been putting that together.
I saw the post on X. It looks like a beast.
Oh, I'm so stoked, man! I spent a pretty penny on it, so I'm really hoping this lets me do some like big things in the VeVeverse. So, just getting all that set up, and then yeah, nothing too special, but.
No, nice. Well, you Sven, you mentioned you're on vacation now. Are you still in Are you still in Belgium? Are you gone somewhere nice? What you doing to relax?
It's the start of a vacation. Today I went to the Facts Convention. The Facts Convention in Ghent as dressed up as Ken.
Oh, okay, cool.
And my wife went as Elsa, and my kid went as Darth Vader.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And my wife, they always wanted to take pictures with her, but nobody asked Ken.
What's wrong with Ken? Say Ken needs some love too.
I don't know, but yeah, maybe it was my haircut, but I didn't get any pictures. No fans of Ken.
Oh, yeah.
So if Ken drops on VeVe, I would be careful to stack those.
There you go. I've got one of these. Oh, I got to stop turning my volume down. There we go. Here we go. Ooh, where's the love for Ken?
Yeah. I dressed up nice, but I didn't get any fans there. Yeah. Had lots of fun there. There were a lot of fandoms there, like Ghostbusters. A lot of Ghostbuster lovers. I last time I went, there weren't so many people, but they're all dressed up in those brown suits, and they have those things on their backs. A lot of Ghostbuster fans.
No, that's very cool. So I was just waiting for Hinata to come jumping up to the stage because someone said Ghostbusters. I thought his ears might be burning.
And we had Stargate 2. There was Teal'c there.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah,
what like the actual actor who played Teal'c?
Yeah, the actual actor that played.
Wow. The Christopher Judge. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That was her name. And then we had Lois Lane was there too.
Oh, okay. Which Lois Lane is it? Terry Hatcher Lois Lane or oh, the Legacy, like the Lois and Clark Adventures of Superman Lois Lane.
Yeah,
Dean Cain.
Yeah, the old school one. I loved her in the series.
Oh wow. Yeah, no. Now we're going back. Yeah, I used to watch that one as well.
And there was one person, but I didn't know him. It was a person who played in Stranger Things, and he had like long hair and a guitar. Is that? Do you know something about Stranger?
That's the guy played Eddie.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, he's also lined up to play the Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four reboot.
Really? Oh,
I believe so. Let me just see if I can find his name because it eludes me. I'm sure someone's going to run up and say, "Oh, I know that one."
Yeah, and we had some fandom there too, like Stargate fans. There were quite some fans there too. Yeah, it was really cool to see all those people dressed up. And I asked for the Spider-Boy comic, Spider-Boy #1 comic in the stores they had there, but they were all sold out.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be like hot property at the moment.
Yeah. So sad I didn't get that one.
Ah, very cool. Oh man, I'm jealous. I mean, like, and any sort of like fandom convention is always fantastic. I mean, like I've only ever been to like a handful. Like I've been to London Film Comic Con here one year, and I've been to a couple in Australia. And yeah, just the vibes. It's like going to like a sporting event, like a stadium. Like everyone's dressed up, everyone's happy, everyone's like the amount of effort that some people put into doing their cosplay is unbelievable.
And you're going to Comic Con in Vegas?
We're going to Decon. Decon in Vegas. That's the plan, which we do have to start throwing some kind of plan together for.
And is Decon also for fandoms?
Yeah, Decon's more of a independent artist kind of like a convention, but
okay.
I mean, But I mean, you can call that like sort of a fandom, I guess. I mean, it's not kind of like like full on like anything like a San Diego Comic Con or something at that level. But it's definitely a place like for everyone to come together and share their love of what they're into.
Because
kind of like the space.
Yeah, because if I see those VeVe videos always, I'm wondering if we have a lot of fans that go dressed up to the VeVe conventions or VeVe showcases.
Maybe have a few people dress up in cosplayers like Dan and David or something like that.
Well, maybe next time, Osman, you should suit up maybe as Ken or something else.
As Ken.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Pegs dressed up for his family.
No, man, that'd be so cool.
Or as Cavell Anderson, but that's the only one I did see dressed up.
Very cool. All right, what else on my list of talking points today? So what else has been happening in the world? The big one we had last week is we had the 1 year anniversary of VeVe Wednesdays. That was a big extravaganza, and that was another big achievement, saying that we've been streaming in the space for over a year now, and that was lots of fun. Like we had some giveaways, the likes of Informant, Pro Comey won us a light parade. Chris Severs got himself a light parade as well. We had some market snipes as well. Evolved was giving away Edge of Spider-Verse #1, which also Informant and myself actually managed to score a copy of that. So that was really, really cool. And Informant also managed to score himself a physical copy of Ultimate X-Men #1, which was the Peach Momoko variant, which was kindly donated by Jean. So that was really awesome. And also VeVe Zombie also managed to win himself a Drophead Skull #3 from my collectibles collection. They gave him in with that lot. So yeah, really, really cool. And it's available on the VeVe Collectives YouTube channel, and I encourage everyone to check it out if you haven't done so already. What else has been going on in the world?
We had VeVe announce that new Lambo drop.
Yep, that is on my list of talking points as well. So yeah, we've got VeVe's announced themselves a new Lambo drop, but they've put a big question mark saying, what sort of Lambo drop is it?
Not a question mark. Not a question mark.
Sorry.
Exactly what.
No, sorry, no question mark. It was a tornado, or perhaps or should I say?
No. I wasn't correcting you. Sorry. No. There was a question mark. No, I was just saying the model's obvious though, because there's no other Lamborghini that kind of looks like this. It's an Aventador.
Oh, okay. Because I was. Hang on, let me just bring up the article.
Oh, sorry. I thought I dropped out.
No. You're still here. We still got you.
Yeah, it's a special edition Aventador. So you have the standard Aventador, which was the successor to the Murcielago, which we already had drop on VeVe.
Okay.
The model though that dropped on VeVe was the Murcielago SV. So that's the racing version of the standard car. And then the one that's going to be dropping is now the Aventador SVJ. So that's the racing version of the standard Aventador. So
okay.
This is a really, really popular car amongst like car enthusiasts. It's one of Lamborghini's most successful cars ever. It's definitely one of my favorite cars growing up. But yeah, it's a stunning car. So I'm waiting for the colors that they're actually gonna put on this car though, because I really hope they choose the right colors here, because I know the colors have been a little wonky in the past. But
so what color are you hoping for?
That car looks amazing in white, but you also need to have some like Lambo colors in there. So maybe like an orange. The car does look good in red, but that's a Ferrari color.
I know. I was about to say red's very popular, but there could be a conflict of interest.
Blue on the car looks really nice, like a sky blue, something like that, maybe. Yeah.
What about yellow?
Well, yellow is Lamborghini's color, right? So yeah, that'd be nice too.
Or maybe just something completely random, something that purple. Ooh, maybe like purple. That'd go down well.
Look cool. They released that on the. Is it the? No, it's the Diablo. Purple, but yeah. I'm looking forward to that drop. So probably going to be drivable like all the other models too. So
yeah, I wonder how interactable is going to be. Like, obviously, I'm guessing like the doors will open. You'll be able to look inside.
Yeah, I would expect it to be the same as all the other ones. They did. I can't remember their exact wording, but they did say something along the lines of like, ready to hit the VeVe streets or something like that in the post. I don't know. It could be another tease, but the other Lambos are drivable. So
very cool. And that's coming on the 14th. So that's what's that? 14th. So that's next Sunday. So next week we'll find out how everyone went with it. So also as well, before I forget, a big thank you to everybody who's taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill with us. I see a lot of new and a lot of returning faces and some new faces. I see the likes of Dr. Rolex. I see you there. Drew, Yanano, Notorious Bees with us. Say D, Exhibition, Angel, Dr. Strange is in the house. Jay Green, Nino Blue, Wiseman, and Pax, and all the other people that are just taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill with us. Really appreciate it. And at any point, if you want to come up and say hi, come and tune into the conversation if you're able to do so. Please, absolutely. The stage is always open, and as long as you're kind, respectful, and not a dick, as a D likes to politely coin. It's all good. So this is what the space is all about. So collecting and connecting with others. So what else am I? So yes, we had that one. So we also got the addiction number 2's coming as well, along with crafting. So I'm definitely going to be going for that one. Who's going to be going for that one?
Yeah, that's an interesting one because first comic was 6 variants, but I never read like much into it. So can you explain a little bit about it?
Well, like I said, there's 2 for this. There's your 5 standard variants, which is like your rare, your ultra rare, etc. But the special crafting, it says here. So I'm looking on the blog article right now. Where is it? Basically, it says that if you get yourself, I believe, it's an uncommon and a ultra rare. Where's it gone? Oh, it says more details to come on crafting at a later date. Oh, they changed it. Oh, okay. Because before, I think I looked at it. It said if you had yourself the uncommon and the ultra rare, then you could basically craft for another comic book, which is pretty much the which one's that? The rare cover, but the blue stars have all got VeVe written in them.
Oh, so it's the 2 with the VeVe logo.
So basically what we've got is we've got the common cover, which is the one done by Robot Cat, and then we've got the uncommon cover, which is the Lombrada variant with the red background with the red VeVe, and then we've got the rare, which is the Amanda Connor cover. So that is going to be the craftable one. So this rare one will be as it is, but the one they're going to craft is this cover basically, but the stars will have VeVe written in them. But by the looks of it, that could be subject to change because that little bit they had is now not on the article anymore. So we'll have to stay tuned for that one.
Dun,
and of course,
dun.
Dun. Oh, actually, I did have a sound effect for that. Where's it gone? I have to find it.
Probably they did see today's action in the market where people started to flip like me, commons, uncommons, and ultra rares, and maybe they think maybe we should change that system.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll have to stay tuned. But just let me go back to the details here. So the details are
the covers are like super colorful though. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, the covers are really nice. But just so everyone's aware of it, so the drop date is on the 10th of April. The listing price is $6.99, and there'll be 5,000 editions. So a 5K comic is $6.99. I'm pretty sure this is going to do quite well in the market. But
highly anticipated.
Highly anticipated. Actually, before I get into it,
we interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I should just like to point out that I am not, never have, and never will be a financial advisor. The only thing I do advise is that you collect what you love, collect with other like-minded individuals, which is what we do here in the space, and just enjoy this crazy adventure, which is digital collecting. And yeah, just enjoy it, have fun, and be responsible with your own capital and finances. And try not to go too nuts with crafting, like Sven did, or go too nuts with your credit card, like I'm sure other people have done. Just enjoy, have fun. Everything said on this channel is just for entertainment and fun purposes only. I like doing them; they're fun. So yeah, so that's so that's the Addiction Comics. That's coming on the the 10th of April. So stay tuned for that one. And I'm definitely going to be going for that one because I do love the Addiction comic and also the blokes behind it, Vincent Verzolo and David Quinn, also really, really cool guys as well. We've actually had the pleasure of having Vincent Verzolo on the stream actually in the past. So I can't exactly remember what app that is, but you can find it in the thumbnail. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. It's a really, really good, insightful listen.
I'm a bit afraid those 5,000 editions. When the first edition dropped, it was quite rare and scarce. But now you have those Marvel comics dropping like with only 1,000 editions. So I'm bit scared what the market will do or what the buyers will do.
Yeah, so it's definitely a tricky one now. We've got the VeVe Comics in the works now, and also they've just released the next release of comic books as well, I believe. Which let me see if I can find that here.
Yeah, there was an X-Men 97 #2, so people were telling that one should be interesting.
Yeah, here we go. So yeah, it looks like our out this week. So we've got our top ones here. Let me see if I can find it. What's the wrong one? That one. Here we go. So out next week. So we have Ultimate X-Men #2, which I believe is going to be one of the key highlights of this week. Got Amazing Spider-Man #47, The Resurrection of Magneto #4, X-Men 97 issue 2. So that one I reckon is going to be quite popular as well. We got Wolverine #47, Weapon X-Men #2, Incredible Hulk 11, Edge of Spider-Verse #3. Now I believe that one's also got a first appearance of a new spider. I believe it's like Star Spider or something like that. But I'll have a look in a sec. Got Invincible Iron Man #17, Fantastic Four #19, Miss Marvel Mutant Menace #2. That sounds interesting. Symbiote Spider-Man 2099 issue 2 and Carnage issue 6. So if anyone's been paying attention to the Marvel release calendar, it seems like we're basically getting everything on that release calendar, bar some Star Wars comics, I think. Let's see if I can find it.
You know, with those new comics dropping like every week, we get that 10 or 12 comics dropping. I used to be the ultra rare and rare collector, but now I miss those covers. I really miss those in those new releases.
Yeah, well, I was kind of the same as well. Like, you know, like because I think I put the question on one of the other streams is that like now we've got basically this heavy dilution of comics. Is like what happens to the VeVe exclusive covers? Are they still going to be sought after, or are they going to kind of get drowned out by all these new shiny objects? So what do we think?
Yeah. And I really loved those ultra rare arts. They were so typical for VeVe Comics, and now that disappears. Like I hope they drop some new comics on VeVe itself, like old comics, and I hope those will have those rares and ultra rares again.
Yeah, well, I think that's the plan. I think from what my understanding is, they're going to use the VeVe Comics platform for the newer stuff, but they're still going to be dropping like the older comics on the actual VeVe like app itself, and maybe some of the stuff they still can't quite, because like we know it's like they're still doing the Star Wars comics on the app, because that's one thing that's lacking from this week's drop is like, because we've got Star Wars Darth Vader #45 that was scheduled in there as well. That's not on the list. We've got Star Wars Thrawn Alliances #4, that's not there. Star Wars High Republic Phase 3 #6, that's not there either. And of course we've got the Aliens What If comic that's not there either, which is very disappointing. I want to see Aliens comics on the app.
Yeah, no, you're spot on though. They're gonna do the new comics on VeVe Comics and old comics on main app still.
But where are the old comics? I cannot. There's 3 weeks or 2 weeks. No old comics dropping on VeVe.
I know everyone's focused on the new shiny thing. They're trying to push the new shiny thing, but I'm sure once the new shiny thing has had a spotlight, they might circle back and start releasing the older comics with the exclusive covers, which is what I'm looking for.
Okay, great. Hope that comes.
Yeah, and somebody made a good point. I can't remember who it was a few weeks back about how, or not a few weeks back, like last week, about South by Southwest and how they might have been trying to like prioritize things to make that announcement at that event. So some of the resources might have gone into that. So, and that's just speculation. That's not like from the team or anything, but.
Yeah, I did post something yesterday about our streamed collector and had some very positive reactions on the VeVe Gold and Silver logo group about your content. So in the meanwhile, would like to say that to you.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that.
Actually, another fan of your content has just jumped on stage. Here we got Viva La VeVe. Say thanks for dropping in, mate. How are you?
Hi, you right there, Sven? Yeah, thanks for bringing me up to the table. So I think I need some help. You know, before the Wolverine announcement, I was already trying to harvest my gems for the Lambo drop and the X-Men 97 second edition, and now. Yeah, unless David, you can find a way to turn our MCP into fiat, I think I might have to rob a bank. So, but no, all good. And I just want to say as well, obviously, yeah, big shout out to Josh. You know, I'm a big fan of his content, and yeah, appreciate all what you do, mate.
Thank you so much, man. Nice to finally chat with you. I always see your name in the chat, so I appreciate all the support.
Yeah, nice. I think everyone might have thought I was a bit Spanish with the old Viva La VeVe, but obviously I'm very, very British, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, I didn't take that long.
Yeah, whereabouts in Britain are you, mate? You're in London?
Just outside of Cambridge. So.
Cambridge. Right.
Yes.
I'm over in Bristol.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So West Midlands way, isn't it? So.
That's right. Yeah, mate. Yeah, like just south of like Cardiff, like just across the bridge.
Yeah, I know the place.
Very cool. So. Well, funny enough, I'm actually going to be over London way not next week but the week after. So maybe I'll shoot you a DM. Maybe we can hook up if you're if you're free.
Man, I'm waiting for the UK action. I've been quite silent past few months or past probably couple of years. But yeah, I'm waiting for some of the VeVe fam to come UK way. So no, I'm always up for that.
Okay, sweet. All right, well I'll shoot you a DM later. Maybe we can organize something.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, wicked. Also, as well, before I forget about it, I keep seeing your profile picture all over X, scoring those awesome mint numbers and comics all over the place, mate. So it was a big congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah. Well, just if you ever get to meet my wife, just don't tell her because she's clueless.
Sounds like my wife.
yeah. I was just say those holidays for 2024 have been postponed for a while. Let's just say that. So.
Yeah. No, I'm the same. I've already told my missus, like, no, we ain't going nowhere until like after the bull run or something like that, or hopefully that's the theory anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're not gonna brag, I'm gonna brag for you here. He just cracked the top 100 collectors on the platform, so I just want to say huge congrats to that as well. What? So.
No way. Well, there you go. Well, he definitely needs one of these then.
Collection.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
No, cheers, mate. No, I appreciate that.
No, awesome. So what about you, Viva La VeVe? Did you go for the Spider-Man drop, the Cars drop? So besides picking up all those awesome comics left, right, and center, is there anything in particular that you're targeting besides comics, or what you into? Because obviously we haven't had you up here before, so I'm curious. I want to know what's your story.
Yeah, I must admit, up until. So my brother got me onto VeVe. So I'm now early 40s and I've got two younger brothers who are much more tech savvy than me. So yeah, they got me onto my VeVe journey. I think it was late 2021.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he just had Superman put up on the dining table, showing me on his phone, and I was like, "What's this rubbish?" and then all of a sudden, I tentatively went into it, and then just built the collection from there. But I think I've always been a collector in some capacity, you know, whether it was like old school Premier League football stickers from the 90s or just random things that were quite nostalgic to me. So I think, once I really got traction with the app, you know, it just really went from there. So, but I think now I'm going probably through a bit of a transitional period. I like obviously some of the Grail pieces, but then, you know, I think these latest comics have piqued my interest, especially the X-Men stuff. So I've probably started to try and build up there really. But I think with, you know, my gut feel with these obviously recent low edition comics is that that's only going to be until obviously the numbers creep up in terms of the supposed masses, and then, you know, we'll probably find that this era will become very, very much scarce, and we'll probably be back up to the 5,000-6,000 editions, I would have thought. But
yeah, right. No, very cool. Ooh, let me just do that real quick. Sorry, so I'm trying to do things on the fly at the same time.
No, that's
right,
awesome. That's awesome. I love how VeVe's brought in like all walks of life.
Yeah, oh, it's great, isn't it? Like, you know, that I mean, like that's one of the things that brought me into it as well. Like, you know, with VeVe, like, you know, and yeah, it's just a community that keeps us all coming back, really, isn't it? Like, you know, that's one of the reasons why we hold these spaces, why we collect these things that we do, is just sort of like, you know, interact and connect with others, like sort of like have a nicer sort of geek out fest. It's sort of one way of saying it.
That's it. The only concerning thing is, the group that brought me in, like I said, my brother and all their pals, they must have had a circuit of about 20 of them. I am the last man standing. You know, they're
right.
They're not all gone, but they're I think I've heard Mr. MC1 talk about this, that these are the ones who are on like the periphery, the people that probably keep an eye on it, could come back. You know, they're probably just been scarred and awaiting. But yeah, I'm very much 1 in 20 that's still remaining. That's
it. Like, one of the ones who are unfortunately may have bought, like, you know, at the peak of when everything was like ridiculously overvalued, and now they're still paying for it. I'm sure we've all got a couple in our portfolio like that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So here's a question for you, because I think you made a comment before about how you're really interested on the architecture side of things and the VeVeverse. So part one, I guess, of the question is, do you have access to the beta? And then part two is, what are your plans for the VeVeverse?
Yeah, I don't have beta access, and I'm sort of probably glad I don't, because as I've said on your stream a couple of times, I'm just like ferociously busy with work at the moment. I just probably something would go wrong. I'd either spend too much time VeVeverse and work would fall apart, or vice versa. So, but yeah, I think I'm probably more interested in what some others are going to build. You know, I know MC said about his Spider-Man room, and obviously the stuff you do, Josh. So I think I'm probably going to be more of an observer, and then just have, probably something that's comfy for my own space.
Yeah, that's fair. Viva La VeVe and I were talking about Neom earlier, because I know it was a project that I covered, but he has some contacts. He's working on one of those projects, and
cool.
Yeah, so I was just interested in that, or in asking you that, because I like, are you involved in the real estate side of things, or like why are you interested in architecture? Because I know you said that in the chat.
I'm not. So I've got own a business that does like specialist lending, so it is somewhat real estate. So yeah, typically I help clients who are based overseas buying or refinancing property in the UK. But obviously that Neom link comes from the clients that I've got based over in Saudi, who's involved in that side of things. But I think I've just always just had a keen interest in, you know, cityscapes, city sidelines, and so I think the architecture stuff I appreciate. Am I skilled at it? Certainly not. That's for sure.
No, well, I mean, that sounds like a really, like, sort of interesting, like, you know, interesting position to be in. Like, I can imagine, like, you know, you must rub shoulders with some rather interesting clients. Have you ever tried to mention VeVe to any of your clients?
I have actually, yeah.
Oh,
It's usually the older ones though I'm trying to talk to about it, but yeah. I've got a few clients who are more crypto savvy, and that is just, as much as I know crypto, it's just not my game at all. I'm not into that in the slightest. So,
okay, just the collecting side of it.
Yeah, just that side. I think if the app allows us to do the NFT to own me, I probably would dabble, but I'd probably be doing it more from the MCP standpoint than anything else. So.
Yeah. No, cool.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. I appreciate you sharing the story, and thanks again for all the support.
No, thanks. Yeah, thanks again for giving me a moment. That's much appreciated.
No, absolutely, mate. Like, no, we appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and chill with us and speak with us, mate. Like I always say, like that's what these spaces are for. Like, to give everyone a voice. So if you want to come up and say a few words, even if it's for 1 minute or 1 hour, so that's what these spaces are all for. Trying to give everyone a chance to collect and connect with other like-minded individuals.
Yeah,
just in case you can't do that out there in real life.
Yeah. Well, I'm just pleased that you can't hear my 3 very young daughters who are all doing bedtime right now. School holidays.
Oh, nice.
Too much sugar. I'm surprised you can't hear them actually. So.
Oh, mate, I know exactly where you're coming from. I got 2 little ones of my own. I got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. I've got 2, 4, and 6. My 3 daughters.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Fun ages.
And I'll tell you, this is just my last page. This is how sad it gets. Is that they, if they ever see me on my phone or anything, which is quite often, they're always like, "Daddy, are you on VeVe?" It's like, no, of course not. I'm doing some work.
That's it. Well, sometimes I actually sit down with my daughter, because my daughter's actually more into it than my son, funny enough, because my daughter's the 3-year-old, my son's the 5-year-old, and I sit down with her, I go, okay, look, this is Iron Man, then we tap the screen, he shoots the blasters, and she actually gets really engaged with, she'll sit there tapping the screen so the blasters go pew pew pew, and she's like, wow. So, and look at this, Elsa. She goes, ooh, Elsa, because my daughter knows every Disney character under the sun now, because we got Disney Plus running in our house nearly 24/7. It's almost like a utility up there with gas and electrics, and yeah, she's loving it. So I'm hoping there'll be the day when she gets a bit older and get her own account and get her into the collecting spirit.
Yeah, no, sounds very reminiscent of my own household. That's for sure.
Yeah, nice. Very cool. This has been great. So let's see what else can we talk about. Let's see what else is on my talking points. Actually, this is one talking point that sort of caught me by surprise. Is everyone familiar with the site Cherry Charts? They used to do the comic book slabbing, or the online comic book slabbing. Well, apparently Cherry Charts has apparently closed down. So they've closed the doors as of the 2nd of April.
Did they say why?
No, it didn't. Funny enough, if I go onto their website, I'll bring it up.
Is it like a notice or just like a sudden thing?
Well, I'm not sure how. I mean, I'm judging because I said from the 2nd of April that it's fairly. I think I can't even click on the website now. Maybe it's gone completely. Because I really like that site, because I thought it was cool how you can slab your comic books. I actually used it because my math is horrible. I used to always find out what the sub 5% of comics was. But if I try and get into the site now, here we go. It says here, we regret to announce that Cherry Charts will be closing its doors for good on April 2nd, 2024. This journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, thanks to your unwavering support and loyalty. For more detailed information and any assistance, please check your email that we have sent this morning. That's all it says.
It's interesting to see how that space is changing from the physical to digital.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite surprising. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed that. And what else on my what else on my talking points?
Yeah, but for comic shops, do you have in England? Do you have a lot of comic shops there?
What about you, Viva La VeVe? What have you got over your way?
Oh, sorry. I'm just coming downstairs. I just delivered the milk to my daughters. Let me get out of that.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What was that? Comic book store? Is that?
Yeah, we're just saying, what have you got in the way of comic book stores over your way?
I was said on Josh's channel earlier on this chat. It's so next week I'm actually going to go to my first ever comic book store. So
Oh, no way.
Yeah, there's not one directly in the town I'm in, but there's one probably about 20-minute drive. So I've already dropped them an email. I said I'm coming in X-Men 97. Just give me what you got. So I'm probably the individual they want to attract, but I just don't know how many there are of me out there who are obviously doing it full circle and going from digital to physical. But yeah, but I know there's a few.
And Josh, does Josh have a lot of comic shops near him? Or is
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Because here in Europe we don't have a lot. It's something very rare to have comic shops here. We have gaming shops like Game Mania, and that's the main thing. But comic shops are very rare here.
Well, I'm 10 minutes from the U.S. border, so I have like 8 where I am. I'm actually visiting all of them within like the next week and a half, because I'm curious about this topic a lot, because in the past couple of weeks we obviously had that one thread pop up with the LCS talking about the sudden announcement with Marvel and VeVe and his opinion on the whole physical versus digital with his shop, right? So I was like, you know what, screw it. Instead of just talking about in spaces, I'm going to go talk to some of these owners and just get like their perspective on what's happening. And we dove into it a little bit on the stream today. Shout out to Meta Rob. I see you down there, man. But out of like the 8 or 9 that's in my area, I just looked at like their online presence super quick, and I came across 2 that had a website. So yeah, it's interesting, like going back to my initial point about how like it's interesting to see how all this stuff is kind of transitioning from physical to digital, but it's exactly what Viva La VeVe just said there. It's also understanding that there's a market the other way around too, and that market's growing. So because of VeVe, so.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, like over my way, I mean, we've only got I've got 2 over here off the top of my head. We've got Forbidden Planet, which is one of the big comic book chains. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to get that one for a couple of months now, because they actually had a fire in the building where they're based. So they've been out of action for repairs and that. And there's another smaller one in the city centre called Excelsior, which I'm actually going to on this Wednesday with my son. So maybe I'll do the same. Maybe I'll pop the question to them, saying like, do you know what VeVe is? Are you familiar with the digital space, and how do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting to be able to speak to them one-on-one, because I know that there's obviously going to be 2 sides, right? There's the type of person that understands how to adapt properly with all this stuff, and then there's the type of person that doesn't, right? And so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they say. So that's unfortunate about the fire, though, especially for a comic book shop.
I know. I was gutted.
That
yeah.
It's interesting you said that, Osman. The one in Cambridge I'm going to is a Forbidden Planet. So, excuse my noviceness here. Yeah, it's not a name I was familiar with, but I'm assuming that they're quite a big deal then.
They are, yeah. They're probably the one of the biggest, if not the biggest comic book chain in England, off the top of my head. Because I know I've been to the one in London twice, and they're massive. They're basically got like 2 floors of like, ones are like comics, another floor is like gaming and what's it, like anime, manga, all the graphic novels and all that sort of stuff. It's you'll love it. So you'll just walk in there and you'll just go, wow, because they've got like another area that's like toys and statues and all sorts of cool stuff.
Sweet. That sounds good.
Actually, speaking of that, here's another talking point if you want to move to the manga and international comics topic, because that's another thing that David mentioned on that interview, is we're going to be getting comics with different languages in manga.
Ooh.
So what's your thoughts on that?
I'm all for it. So bring it. So I'm guessing, like, well, I mean, obviously everyone's been screaming out for like Dragon Ball Z and all that sort of stuff, like obviously Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, all those sort of titles. But yeah, just anything that brings a bit of freshness to the app, I guess. I mean, it's like I love Marvel and, like, all the different X-Men and Avengers comics, etc., etc. We got, but yeah, we need to like some fresh stuff in there, like to really sort of like wow us. Like it was cool, like when they dropped like the addiction, because that was that kind of like that little spark. It was like, oh, okay, this is new. This is something different.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Mm.
So with me being the comic noob that I am, right? You know that. What's your opinion on the different languages? Like, do you think that they could drop these books with like a feature to like a localization feature where we could switch the language, or would you guys just want it to be like the original language? Because I do feel like that is like a potential feature they could introduce on the digital side, or would it even be like wanted? I don't know.
Yeah, interesting question. I mean, I would definitely want some kind of localization feature, only because I tell you what, I actually tried doing a live reading of the Addiction comic, and there's parts in that comic which are actually in Spanish, and I struggle big time because like I have enough trouble with Australian and English, let alone any other language. So and any other like sort of like like little like sort of tab you can push, like that might like do like a rough English translation or something, just so I've got half an idea of what I'm actually reading would be nice. No. What about you guys? What about Sven? So VeVe, what do you guys reckon?
I would love to have some comics, some Marvel comics in Dutch, so I could read them easily. But I don't think if you would change the language, would it change the mint from your comic? Is it a one of one then, or to actually be able to change the language and have like a readable comic? If you own the mint, a certain mint of the comic, maybe you could go to another app where you can read it in other languages. That would be a good option, but not change the comic itself.
Well, maybe they could potentially do it, but with the because like we've got the two versions on the VeVe Comics site. We got the reader, and then we got the NFT version. So maybe they could possibly do it with the reader, because you're not messing around with like blockchain and stuff like that. But on the NFT side of it, maybe it might be a little bit trickier. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not a coder. I've got no idea how any of it works. But I mean, for simplicity's sake, maybe like the reader might be the better option. I don't know. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, I'd say that probably makes sense. Almost like just like a translator function, opposed to like you said, dealing with something on the blockchain side of things.
It could kind of be like they do like with Google Translate, like when you take a photo of something and then like it translates all the text for you. Maybe something similar like that could be done. But yeah, I don't know. So we'll have to see. But it's definitely an interesting question. I know. What do you think out there in the audience listening? Like, if anyone else has something they want to add, feel free to chuck something in the comment section there.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about the blockchain. That kind of makes sense. The reader, yeah, I was thinking kind of just like the toggle feature that's already on the web app or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible on the VeVe Comics platform, but no, it's going to be interesting to have global comics. I was kind of just doing some research a little earlier on some like Japanese comics and the Astro Boy stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did I lose you for a sec there?
No, I got you. You still got me?
Yeah. For some reason, because you asked me to co-host earlier, and I clicked the button, it didn't work. And then for some reason, when my phone goes on sleep mode, like black screen, the volume cuts out. So I didn't know if my mic did as well.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I was just saying the Astro Boy comics look really, really cool. So that would be something I would be in on the platform. I know we already have the IP, so
that's it. Because that's the question, isn't it? Like, say if we do get like anime comics or manga or whatever, like what titles could we possibly be getting? Like what would everyone like to see on the app? Because me personally, I'm not overly versed in anime and manga. Like I haven't dabbled in that sort of stuff for many years. But like I said, obviously, like Dragon Ball Z is a big one. Astro Boy. Does Philly Fantasy do anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of. They're more of just the puppetry stuff. Yeah. And the
what about
involved with that, but
what about Ultraman?
Ultraman would be another one. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I know. Sven, go ahead.
Yeah, we have Tanta here in Europe. Tanta. the comic that was filmed by Steven Spielberg, the Tin. You know that comic?
It's called Tanta.
Tanta.
I do not, but I'm going to Google that right now.
And that's in Europe. That's the Tanta in Russia, Tanta in China. There's a lot of comics from Tanta, and that's the main comic here in Europe. So I would love that if that comes in French or in Dutch. You guys don't know Tanta?
No, is it Tante?
Tin.
Oh, Tin. Hang on,
There was
Tin. Oh, Tintin.
You know,
Yeah, no, I'm with you now. Tintin, yeah, Tintin, Captain Haddock, White Dog, Snowy.
yeah. That comic would be great.
I'm with you now, mate. I'm with you. Yeah, I mean, I funny enough, I actually grew up watching, reading Tintin comics. So yeah, I'd definitely be down for Tintin. Captain Haddock, blistering typhoons. Yeah, I used to love Captain Haddock. Captain Haddock was awesome. And they only made the one animated movie too, which I thought was quite disappointing. Because I thought it was actually quite good.
Yeah, I love the movie too. I recently rewatched it with my kid. He loved it too. Yeah, good movie.
Oh, nice.
I must admit, I'm quite looking forward to some comics that are just probably just a little bit more bizarre, whether they'll ever end up there. I think the only comics I actually physically I own, like Arnold Schwarzenegger related comics. I've got like Total Recall. I've got
oh my god, you are now my new favorite best friend.
Yeah, so I think during the pandemic I went on a little bit of an eBay splurge and just picked up just some random things that I'd obviously appreciate from my upbringing, but I almost want to get to the point with VeVe where it's so saturated that things come on there that might not have necessarily an intrinsic value, but it means that to me. So, I don't have to worry about the finances side, a couple of gems, and you've got something that you can truly appreciate. I think I like the finance side of it. I like the, gems and trade and whatnot, but almost the stress and anxiety of not having to worry about what something's worth or a vault value is something I'm really looking forward to if it ever comes.
Oh mate, I tell you what, like when they dropped Rambo on the app, with Stallone's likeness, I was just like, oh my god, if they drop like Schwarzenegger with like his likeness like from Predator or something like that, I'm just going to lose my collective mind.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, but I can just picture it, like like you got like Schwarzenegger, like in like the Get Up from Predator, like in one of his animations, or it's like one of his vocal things is like, "Get to the chopper."
Yeah, no, it's the one. I've no. I want to say Towles is a big fan of the Aliens franchise.
Yes.
Even like the Colonial Marines. Vasquez, Hicks, Apone. That gets me going. If they brought out, I think I've got some of the old carded toys of those somewhere up in the loft.
Oh man,
just even if they bought something like that out. But I know that's very niche and very particular. But you live in hope.
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, when they were dropping vehicles on the app, one of my speculations, one of the things I wanted to see was some power loaders and like the APC from Aliens as well, because Aliens is my second favorite movie of all time.
Oh man, so look, we are close friends then, because that's my second favorite movie of all time as well.
Look at this, it's like, oh, dude, loving it. Osman, you're getting some possible other co-host here in the chat.
Oh no, I can't possibly replace my co-host, but you can definitely keep coming back in the space, mate.
Oh look, Josh is one of a kind as well. I'm not here to replace.
Excellent. Well, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Another lover of the Aliens and Predator franchise. Excellent, love it. I'm not alone. Yeah, no, I know Tails is big into it as well. Mr. Falcon's also a big fan as well.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I see a post on there from Tails somewhere. As soon as I responded with anything alien related, it blew up my ex. So yeah, I knew he was a fan.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially like when they dropped the trailer for the new Aliens Romulus movie as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm without doubt going. My wife isn't into sort of any sort of horror. I can't take my 6-year-old, I don't think. So I'll be going alone on that one.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, what? Hopefully, we get like those them dropping like some face huggers or something into the app, or like like a premium collectible xenomorph or something like that. That's just gonna, that'll just tickle the boxes for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we can't make it all about aliens and Predator, now, can we? we could talk for hours and hours about it.
Yeah.
But let's see what else on my talking points. So yeah, we've had breaking news with that one.
It was a good conversation, I must say. Just while you're at the topic of talking points here, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Hanano and D. I love these guys, but I keep seeing on my feed their new merch that they're promoting. So we got some new merch in the community that it looks like they're going to be dropping.
We do. So. It's some new merch with some coming utility. Ooh, and actually, just in the just on the subject of utility, the architect and the designer of that utility is also in the chat as well. Big shout out to Davo as well, who's becoming quite popular with the artwork, because he designed some of the NFTs for Hinano and D's upcoming utility program, which I was actually lucky enough and very, very grateful. I actually won one on their Aloha Friday stream.
That is super. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So shout out to you guys. And Davo, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong here, but he also made an amazing like custom comic cover for Hanano and D, and it's some of like the best art I've seen in the community. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I don't know if he has it pinned somewhere on his profile anywhere, but or if Hanano and D have it somewhere that they can post. But amazing piece from him as well.
It's an amazing piece, but I do actually have some pieces that could possibly trump that, but I'm keeping that a secret for now. Actually, I'm keeping it a surprise, because Davo and myself have also been talking about some possible NFTs and artwork and stuff coming for giveaways and possible live streams and that. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, I was gonna say those are fighting words, but if it's still him working with you, not really.
That's it. Before I forget as well, Davo, check your MetaMask wallet, mate, because I did send you a little something as a token of my appreciation. Even though you said not to, I insist. So at the very least, go get yourself a beer on me. So yeah. Oh, so I just see a comment here as well. Meta Rob Crypto says, I still got my Alien and Predator posters, mate. I got the entire set. That was the first thing I bought the moment they dropped on the app. So awesome. Congratulations to you, mate. We're let's see. Hey Sven, good evening. Oh, I have a mug. I see a couple of fun comments from Double Cool as well. Detective Conan apparently is one anime that she wants to see on the app as well. Naruto and JJK would be dope. That was from Meta Rob Crypto.
Yeah, Rob's big into like manga. I don't know if you want to hop up too, Rob, but
yeah,
we were talking about that a little bit earlier. I know you would have some stuff to say about that.
Yeah, Rob, if you're able to and you want to, by all means, mate, please come up. But if not, if you want to just chill in the background and listen, that's totally cool as well. Double Quill says, I have a mug. Its utility is that I can put coffee and tea in it. That is the best description of utility I have ever heard. Also, as well, if you guys haven't checked out Double Quill's latest blog, Adventures in VeVe number 48, the bullpit, the bullpen, definitely check it out. It's a fun read. It's basically using it's like a baseball analogy of what's going on in the markets and things like that. Fun read, and yeah, I'm also a fan of hot dogs, and I'll leave it at that. But another one as well, I want to do a big quick shout out to you, Josh. You're doing a lot more of your live stream with your gaming streams, which are really, really cool. So you've done one with Sven, which we're playing Fortnite, but you recently just did one with Meta Rob Crypto as well. That was Destiny 2, I believe.
Yeah. He joined me earlier. Shout out to Viva La VeVe as well. He was with me there too.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, we were playing Destiny 2, just messing around there, talking about the latest VeVe news. And then last week he also joined me. We were playing Need for Speed to mark the cars drops. We were talking about the meter drop, but yeah, it's interesting. I know I said before I was like a little nervous to kind of put that content out because it wasn't exactly like.
Oh, still there, Josh?
Osman, I think you need a new co-host.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, my screen went black. My screen went black.
His phone went into sleep mode.
Where'd you lose me?
You were talking about Need for Speed.
Oh gosh. Okay, 1 sec. Backtrack. Yeah, we were just talking about the Mater drop, but it's gonna be loads of fun because yeah, it's. I know I said before I was a little nervous putting the content out, but people seem to be receiving it well. And I mean, moving forward, I'm just trying to pair the content with like IP that's dropping on VeVe and just like make it relatable in that sense until I actually get like access to the VeVe verse and these streams become that kind of content. Yep. But yeah, it's been awesome. Appreciate the shout out.
Yeah, mate, definitely. I mean, like, I definitely enjoy watching him. Like, I watch him live where and when I can, but I always try and catch him on the replay. And yeah, it's cool. It's different. I don't see a lot of other people doing it, and yeah, definitely keep doing it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Sven and I had a blast yesterday as well. I don't know if Sven wants to talk about it, but wasn't expecting Fortnite to be that fun because I haven't hopped into the game for years. But I'm glad he suggested it. So shout out to you, man. Appreciate that.
Thanks. I had a lot of fun there too. If you can play in a team and chat a bit about VeVe, it makes things very, very fun.
Yeah, maybe you could do like maybe VeVe can get like an esports team together or something. Give like a front run like the Fortnite or something. Now that Disney and Fortnite have got a partnership going, maybe VeVe can like wiggle their way in with like an esports deal or something. What do you reckon?
Something that I learned is somebody had commented that apparently in the VeVe Discord there's a group that actually plays like games and stuff. So I'm gonna check that out, but I wasn't aware of it. So for anybody else who wasn't. Now you know.
No, that's the first I've heard of it. Hang on, I got one for that. Shocking. Yeah. Right. What else is on my talking points? Oh yeah. I also did Relax and Read issue mint number 27, which we covered the last part of the X-Men Hellfire Gala 2023 #1, and yeah, that was a hell of a comic book reading. So Viva La VeVe, because you may not know this, but I actually do live comic book readings on Friday nights, and we just went over the Hellfire Gala, and yeah, it was a hell of a comic, really. It was 80 pages, so we did it over 2 parts, 2 weeks. And yeah, basically went from like a nice sort of glitzy glamour and everyone looking all pretty to basically all hell breaking loose. And long story short, yeah, it didn't end very well for mutants. And that's I think was the starting point of the fall of the House of X story, which I think we've got going through on the app now.
Oh, cool. Was that Friday? You say?
Yeah, Friday. So that's I stream live Friday nights on my own YouTube channel, Osman Collect 63. And also on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel as well, where you can also always find the replay for these spaces as well. If you ever jump in late or miss out on certain bits of information, because that's always here as well. But one thing I did do at the end of that one is I actually did something I hadn't actually done before. Is I actually did a live purchasing of comic books, and I also got 3 comic books that were recommended by 3 members of the VeVe community. And one of them was Power Pack Into the Storm #1, which was recommended by Double Quill. So that one will be coming soon, Double Quill. X-Men number 25, which was recommended by Exhibition, which is also listening there in the background as well, mate. So looking forward to reading into that one. And the last one was Ghost Rider Final Vengeance #1, which was recommended by Wooloo. And yeah, so I managed to pull the lever on all three of them, and I managed to get just a common for double quills power pack. Got an uncommon for X-Men 23 exhibitions, but I got a rare for the Ghost Rider, but which was recommended by Wooloo. So I thought that was a nice little common, uncommon, rare. I could have gone, and I should have gone two more. And maybe I've got an ultra rare and a secret rare to cap it all off. But
that's awesome, man. So you bought those live on stream?
Though I did not share my credit card details, so don't everybody get too excited.
Yeah, I was just searching it right now. No, no, that's awesome. Like, shout out to you too, because that's I was just saying that to somebody. Oh gosh, my
no. You good, mate? You good?
I was just saying that I really wish there was more content around like live purchases. Obviously, not showing the wallet details like you said, but yeah, like picking up stuff live on the app or you know, picking up hundreds of comics at a time. I think that's super cool. So yeah, keep doing that, man.
Yeah, because I have seen it done in the past. Like, I know Patient Hodler did it on his channel a couple of times. And
oh, did he? Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I thought it was just a fun way to try and maybe just demonstrate to someone else, like to a new user or someone tuning in for the first time, actually how the app actually works. Because like, we do all this explaining and telling this, telling that, but you're right. There's not many people that actually like jump on stream and actually say, right, this is how you actually do it, like a tutorial video. Ooh.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can hop in the same boat as you guys. But yeah, like exactly what you said, showing the full start to finish process without getting into all the nitty gritty, right? Like, it just makes things easy for new users and enjoyable for the older ones.
Yeah,
so.
And also as well, I also think it's a good way to get participation from the viewers as well. So say like, if there's a comic book that you want that you would like me to read, I can buy it there, like, just right on stream, obviously if finances permitting, of course. But yeah, just another fun way to get the community involved. Like, I'm always trying to think of ways to try and get everyone involved and trying to evolve the space. So if that is something you guys want to see moving into the future, let me know. So we'll try and make it happen. I do also have a rebranding coming soon as well, which I'm still working on. So stay tuned for that. And let's see what else is in my list of talking points here. I got loads of talking points. Right, let's have a talk about some of the other projects that have been happening in the space. So we had Candy, DC. They dropped their bat cows and they all sold out. Who got themselves a bat cow?
I did get one.
Nice. So I was contemplating for ages, like, whether to get a bat cow or not, and I actually finally got some money together. I was going to get one, and they sold out. I was like, damn.
How many were there?
How many were there? That's a good question. Actually, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they sold out, and they've recently just had their first bit of utility as well, because they got an airdrop not long ago.
Oh, well, I regretted not getting my first cow, so I just went to the market and immediately bought one, but I didn't check the airdrop yet.
No, I think it's I did write it down. It was a overdrive patch, I believe. I'm not sure what it is, but apparently it's something that you can do with the cows. Let's see if I can find some details. Candy, go. Oh, go away.
But they are one of one. They are each specific, because when I bought it, they were all the same.
So that's what I'm just trying to find right now. Marketplace, bat cow, See if we can't find a bit of information here. All happening in real time, ladies and gentlemen.
I must admit, for me, I'm very exclusive VeVe. I've got one thing on Candy, I want to say. I think I've got a Shawn Michaels trading card jumping off a ladder onto Razor Marone, and I think that is my only item outside of VeVe for me. Everything else, the whole open sea, it scares me. I'm one of those individuals.
No, not into it.
I like the walled garden. I like the protection and the safety of just being on a VeVe app and knowing that it's all in one place. I know I'm probably not the general consensus on that front.
Oh, okay. So have you actually so you haven't used OpenSea at all or anything like that? Are you familiar with Kid Arcade's Light Parade collection?
Yeah, I've seen all of that. It's just I think it's I've not had time to do meta wallets or all of that sort of thing. It just I think that's all a domain that it's just I would need to probably spend some time on doing. So I'll be one of those. Yeah, probably one of those stories that it all goes a little bit Pete Tong wrong for.
No, that's cool, mate. No worries.
Didn't Mark do stuff to his website though?
Have a link to his website. Yeah, he does. If you go over to his X handle, I believe he's got a link in the profile description to his website.
Yeah, no. What I was saying is that somebody told me that he moved his NFTs over to his website, or is he just minting like new ones on his website?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I'll jump over to the X page now. I was hoping maybe Arcade's listening there in the background. He might chime in, but no. Like I'm on his website now. It just says digital mint, physical. If I click on mint, like the minting sort of like takes you to the OpenSea sites.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Digital. Yeah, I think basically they link it to OpenSea and then you can buy it from OpenSea there. But yeah, look into it. If you ever get a chance to set yourself up a MetaMask account, maybe we'll fix you up with your first OpenSea NFTs or something like that.
Yeah, man, I need some help. The one thing I see recently was some of the Patrick Hughes stuff that was going, obviously from LMX. So yeah, I was a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit gutted. I couldn't get into that because I've got all these items on VeVe. But yeah, maybe one day.
I think Viva La VeVe wants to protect himself from buying on other platforms. That's the reason why I didn't go on those other platforms before too.
Smart.
Yeah, I think the two words "looming divorce" comes to mind. If other platforms get involved.
That's it. Oh mate, it just gets too much, doesn't it? Like, we've got the likes of, you've got Candy, you've got Cryptoys, you've got McFarlane as well. Actually, speaking of McFarlane, they've just announced that they've got Lobo coming to their platform now as well. So that's another one to look out for if you're over on the McFarlane site. And that one's looking pretty clean as well. I've got Cryptoys as well, so they've got their thing going over there. There's just so much choice now.
Do you know what? You've just brought up that I'm not going to get onto Cryptoys. I've got, I think, 100 Cryptoys, but I've got them all buy one, get one free. So it's probably not a sore subject for me. But I have.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. I like their stuff, though. I must be. Hence why I went into it originally.
Yeah. No, the product is cool. I mean, the Will, the CEO is a really cool guy as well. But I'm sorry that happened before the BOGO. I know that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way as well. But as long as you still enjoy what you've got and happy with it, I guess that's the main thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. I've got a Yoda in there somewhere, I think. So that's yeah.
There you go. So as long as you don't have like 100 farm boys like Farm Boy Loose like Hinano does.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. What else have we got? Like, this feels like it's all been about me lately. Like, now, what about you, Josh? Is there anything you want to talk about, or Sven, or Viva? So, anything you guys want to discuss in the space?
No, not me. Viva La VeVe and Sven. You guys take the stage here.
Yeah.
Not immediately, but maybe someone can join and say some things.
I was going to say, we've got this one. All right. How about some film and TV news? How about that? So
here's one thing I will say.
We are going.
I know Sven just said if anybody else can come up. Not to put you on the spot, man, but VeVe NFT Comics, if you want to hop up. I do have a couple questions around the Vision Pro, and I know you grabbed one. So if you're willing to speak about that or got some time, then I'll invite you up. But and my main question for you is, I I just keep seeing a lot of posts, and actually Anthony Duco was one of them from founder of Cavernous, who made a post talking about how his Vision Pro has been in the case for the past 3 weeks. And, it was cool at first, but a lot of them are kind of just sitting, zipped up right now. So, I just curious what your experience is overall, and if there's any bugs that you've kind of had to witness or go through.
Yeah, well, it means if you're able to, please come up and share. Again, like I've always said, like throughout the stream, that goes for anybody listening out there in the background. You guys, if anyone wants to come up and say a few words, or just say hi, or you're looking for a bit of confidence to speak in a space for the first time, that's what these spaces are all about. So giving everybody a chance to express their opinion, their views, and just give you somewhere to talk about, or just give you someone to talk about with, whether that be collecting, physical, digital, whether that be film, TV. We cover all sorts of cool stuff on this. Cover other collecting projects as well. We do all that fun fandom stuff, which is what the space is all about. But just on my film and TV news here, this is one that sort of caused a bit of mixed reviews. Is the new Fantastic Four movie has apparently casted the role of the Silver Surfer, but it's not who we expected. It is they're going for a female Silver Surfer, which I believe is let's see if I say this right. It's a Shala Bal, which is apparently the love interest of Norman Rad, who is the original Silver Surfer. Apparently that's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, saying that no, Silver Surfer should be a guy. It should be that they're straying from the comic book content. So, does anyone have any thoughts or views on that one?
Yeah, I'm quite open. I'm not too precious, but I'm not the biggest Silver Surfer fan. So I suppose someone who is might object to that.
Okay.
As long as it's a good movie, I can take it.
Yeah, same. I see a lot of thumbs down from D. D's not happy about it. It's like, no. So it needs to be like the Silver Surfer we had in Rise of the Silver Surfer, which is the second Fantastic Four movie we had back in the day with Jessica Alba and all that lot. There we go. Who's coming up? Oh, Exhibition's coming up. Yeah, boy. Come on up, mate. And we have Exhibition to the stage. So, how are you, mate?
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I thought I would just jump in about the Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfer.
Yep. How do we feel about it?
Well, I'm okay with it because what I think is that they start out in another universe. Poor thing. So I don't think it will be. They say MCU now is 16, which is not possible. But so I think the Silver Surfer in the MCU will still be Norman Reed. I think they just.
That's right.
I think that universe is gonna get destroyed or whatever, and then in our MCU we will get just Norman Reed. That's what I think. I think it's all a bit overblown, and also it's really good marketing, isn't it? Everyone is talking about it.
Okay, yeah.
And comic Twitter, everyone's shouting at each other, bigots and and so they do it a bit on purpose as well. But also, I believe she's in the comics as well. I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, but I'm sure she's in there, and I'm probably in another universe as well.
Yeah, that's speculation I saw as well. Like, that was one of the theories that this is going to happen in some other universe, and then by the end of the movie,
that's right.
Either they're going to get sucked in through like a multiverse portal, or the world's going to end, or Galactus is going to come and destroy everything or whatever, and then that's how they're going to get introduced into the 616 universe, which is like the MCU universe, where then that way they can introduce the proper Silver Surfer, the Norman Rad that everyone's sort of comes familiar with.
Yeah, if anything, it's super exciting. I do wonder how Pedro Pascal is going to do it. I don't see him as Mr. Richards, but let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, other people I've spoken about, they say as long as he gets rid of the moustache, then this should be okay. Because it seems like every movie he's done, he's always had the same moustache.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we'll just have to see because I think that's still scheduled for next year somewhere, I believe. But I'll have to look that one up. But yeah, but I just thought that was quite entertaining. And apparently she's going to be played by Julia Gardner, which I think she was quite well known in Ozark. Has played a role in that, and a few other bits and pieces. Obviously, if I pulled up a picture, you might know a bit more about it. But yeah, so that's my film and TV news. I'm also extremely excited about Fallout is starting next week as well, Friday UK time. So that's a big one I'm hanging out for because I'm a big fan of the gaming franchise. Is anyone else familiar with it?
Yeah, I think in the day I played the game a little bit. I tell you, on the movie front, the Beetlejuice that has seriously got me going. I don't know when it's due to come out. I'm assuming summertime, but that's certainly a bit of me.
That's it. The juice is loose. just seeing Keaton back in another classic role is just great. He's just killing it lately. But then there's come the speculations like, so what's the story going to be? Because obviously we've got Winona Ryder coming back to play her original character. We've got is it Catherine O'Hara coming back to play the mother? And yeah, it looks like it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really, really good movie. Like so, I grew up with the original movie, and yeah, I think I went over this with Hinano and D like on their scene. Like I said, like as soon as we heard like the Deo song, we knew exactly what it was.
Yeah, same here. I just think it's going to be one wild, radical romp, and that's another one I'll be getting to the pictures on my own. I don't think I'll be able to persuade the wife and the kids. So.
Okay, hang on. Let me just. So I'm just getting a message from Josh here. I'm just going to try a little something here. I think he's having a few connection issues. But I see a few more familiar faces jumping into the screen. I see Tails. So Tails, we were just talking about we had a good conversation about Aliens and Predator not long ago, mate. So I think I was just saying Viva La VeVe is now my new best friend because he's a Predator and Aliens fan as well. And also got SleepynComics in the house as well, mate. So glad to have you in the space here. Hopefully you're able to come up and chill with us for a little bit because I know every time you come up, you sort of haven't had much of a chance to get a word in. So if you want to come up, please feel free. And I think Josh has been rugged. Oh dear. That's right. He'll probably be back in a minute. I think he's having a few connection issues. But everyone can still hear me all right? I'm still coming through all right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Can you fine?
All right, sweet. That's right. I just got to double check because sometimes my audio goes a little bit screwy. But it's usually towards the start of the space, so we should be okay now. We've got Sleeping in the house. Sleeping, how are you, mate? Oh, no. That's because I don't have a co-host. Oh, wait. Hang on.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, no, got you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just got back from running. But what's going on? I see there's a Wolverine watch now going on.
Oh, mate, the market has just gone in complete meltdown with this Wolverine news.
As in meltdown, as in squeezing. So I should go open up my wallet and buy a bunch of stuff for cheap, or what?
Oh no, I would probably, obviously not financial advice, but I'd probably wait until we get a bit more about the Medium article because that's probably going to. Right now, it's all just X blowing up about speculation. Like, are we getting a Mighty? Are we getting a premium collectible? Are we getting the comic? Are we getting both? What the hell is going on?
I was thinking it's either going to be the collectible or the comic, and then we're going to get the big. I'm sure you guys discussed it. Is it Hulk 180 or Hulk 181? And everybody's going to get in fist fights about that.
Yeah, what
if it drops off? He's going to be 181 for sure. I think they're going for 181 because I think they do for the CG does it as well. 181, I believe.
Yeah, I always find all that talk amusing.
But what if they drop the daughter of the X-Men of Wolverine and not Wolverine? Would people be happy?
Oh yeah,
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
that could be sneaky. That's actually something
X-23.
I didn't consider that. Because actually that's a good point. Because everyone's like speculating there's Wolverine like because of the slashing claws over the X, but no, that is a very strong possibility that we could get X-23 as a premium collectible because we already got the comic book. Ooh, what a twist!
I think it's got to be something Wolverine related.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised they didn't wait till closer to the movie, but I guess the movie's what, 2 months out?
Yeah, because there's still scheduled for end of July, I believe. Yeah, and also there's also that bit of extra speculation that the X-23 the girl who played her in Logan is going to be coming back to reprise her role as well. So that would be very cool to see. All right. Oh, yeah, Josh, you're back.
Dude, I don't know what is going on with my phone right now. It is bugging. It's not letting me accept your co-host. It's not letting me turn my mic on and off. I got to go out with the app to click the mic at the bottom here. So give me a sec.
Okay. Well, right now, according to my screen, you are a co-host.
Oh, am I? Okay. That's not what it says on my screen, but hey, let's roll with it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go with my screen.
Twitter's hating everybody right now.
I know. Elon's on a rampage.
Yeah, this is a first for me. I don't know what's happening, but I'll if I drop out again, you know why.
No worries. So Sleeping, what have you been picking up lately? Did you manage to score on the black suit Spider-Man?
Yeah, I was lucky enough. I spent some points, so I was able to get one, and I'd like to get another one, but the price got to come down a little bit for me to grab another one. I was thinking of you the other day because I saw the trailer for that new Aliens movie. Have you seen that?
Oh, mate, have I seen that? I literally jumped out of my chair. I was so excited, especially when like the face huggers started running around everywhere. I was like, yes!
Yeah, I knew you were going to be excited about that.
Oh, man, all I can say is when face huggers on VeVe.
Yeah, and the like weird egg thing that opens up. Do you know what I'm talking? It'll probably be animated, so the egg will like open up. Yeah. All that I saw that stuff when I was younger, and it all spooked me out, man. I think it like scarred me for life.
Oh yeah. Well, see, like the original Alien movie where like the chest burster comes busting out, like
The only thing that I can say, the reason why I literally am probably not scarred for life is I didn't see that one in the theater. I saw it on like VHS on like a TV. Oh, yeah. And back then the TVs were like 16 inches or something like that.
Yeah, like tiny.
and the resolution was not very good either. It was like, I don't even know, 75, DPI or something ridiculous. Yeah. And so I'm glad that I didn't see that in 4K.
Oh yeah, because you can imagine, like, when it comes out, like, and all was like, busting, like, John Hurst, like, like rolling around on the table. Everyone's like, what the hell is going on? Then next thing, the thing comes busting out of the chest. And also as well, mind you, they said like the cast had no idea what was going on. So all the reactions that actually happened in that shot are all legit reactions. And it's just like, at the time, yeah, it's great. At the time, like everyone's just like, what the hell is going on?
Do you know the other scene there are a lot of scenes that scared me in that movie, but the other scene that's always scared me is when the android goes berserko. Well, he goes berserko a lot, but then he like grabs that dude and he's like, he wraps up that magazine and like shoves it down his throat or whatever.
I know, he's just like, what the hell is he doing? And then like, next thing you know, like they go like, they crack him across, I think it's across the head, like with a pipe or something like that. Next thing his neck busts open and all of a sudden there's like white liquid going everywhere and there's like all the tubes and he's just like, holy crap, what's going on?
And when he does that, when he's like trying to kill the guy, the android, he's like, the actor does such a good job because he's like so unemotional. It's like nothing for him. It's like, it's just complete. It's like he's, doing everyday work.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
The other movie that in that kind of realm that's freaked me out was the movie The Thing. Did you ever see that movie? It was Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell. What's it? Kenneth David.
Yeah, that movie's another one that freaked me out.
Yeah. What did you think of the remake of that one?
I didn't see it. Was it good?
I actually thought it was. I mean, it's not as good as the original, but it was definitely a strong contender. I thought they did quite well with it.
I think the reason why, once again, maybe I just am stupid, but when I saw those movies, like I literally didn't know what was going to happen next. So like, I was just freaked out the whole time. I mean, now, like, I guess I'm older and I'm like, oh, the good guys are going to win in the end.
Yeah.
That's how it works. They're going to kill the alien in the end or whatever it is. But back then, I don't know what it was. Like, I always was like so freaked out. I saw them when I was teenagers and I was like, oh my God, this is just madness. Another one was, of course, Terminator and Terminator 2.
Yeah, classics. So classic Schwarzenegger.
I had some issues with the movie the Ring with the VHS tape. That was a problem for me.
Oh, The Ring, mate. That scared the crap out of everybody, especially that end scene which comes crawling out of the TV.
Yeah, that's traumatic for me.
Yeah, that was scary.
I tell you what did it for me when I was younger. It was actually The Blob.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
No? Oh, mate, it was great. Like, it's basically like big, like massive purple goo, just like basically just crawls over everybody and just like absorbs them into it. And they just basically just like but like it's like a slow, like like a digestion type thing. Like the big blob would just come and wrap itself around you, and you just like disintegrate. I was scared out of my absolute mind for months after watching that, because there was this one scene where like the blob sticks itself to the roof of a building, and like these big tentacles come down, they like grabs all these people and just sucks them into this big thing, like into this big like gobble goop type stuff. And for months I was literally lying in my bed at night and just staring at my roof, like my ceiling, thinking that this blob is all of a sudden going to appear and try and like grab me and suck me into this like oblivion.
I feel like they just don't make movies like that anymore. I mean, maybe they do. I guess, what are the scary movies they make now? I feel like they just make movies where people capture people and torture them to death. That's like kind of like their thing now.
Yeah.
I'm not into those movies.
No, or they rely too heavily like on CGI and animation, and just sort of like takes away like from the actual like suspense and storytelling and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the movie Paranormal Activity, that was one that freaked me out to totally different way of filming.
Yeah.
And the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project was the most terrific, scary one for me.
Ooh,
oh yeah, because it was so realistic.
It was, because that was the start of like the found footage like sort of genre, and like at the time, like no one had ever seen it before. I was literally watching it like thinking like, is this real? Like like is this like something they've actually found? They're playing back, like but yeah, I thought that was definitely really good.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I agree with Sleepin as well with the Terminator 1 and 2. Couple others for me was actually the early Jurassic Park films, 1 and 2, and then also you guys remember War of the Worlds?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I remember when I went to see Jurassic Park, me and a bunch of friends went, and it was fun, whatever. And I don't think that they told people that it was going to be that scary. It was just like dinosaurs, because I thought like opening night, and everybody was like, dinosaurs. I'm going to bring my kids. This is like fun. Kids love dinosaurs. So at one point in the movie, and it was so loud, like, the Tyrannosaurus Rex just was so loud, screaming, he's like eating everybody, the raptors. And for some reason, I looked over to my left, and it was just like family. And it was like, the dad, the mom, the girl, and then there was their son who literally was hiding underneath his seat.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you, for me, it was a love and hate with Ghostbusters. The original Ghostbusters, that scene with the librarian where she lurches towards the camera.
Oh, yeah.
At the start, I think as whatever I'd have been 5-year-old, that one, that gave me a few nightmares, that one. But then going all out is the original Freddy Krueger. I think for that just
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
creeping into the boiler room, falling asleep, and getting into that world. That was it was quite damaging, I think, for me.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first saw that, like, I literally did not want to go to sleep, like, for the first couple of days, because, like, exactly the same thing. I thought, like, Freddy was gonna come, like, pull me into a boiler room and then try and, like, but try and slash me to death or something, or try and pull me through my bed.
Yeah.
The other crazy one that was like, they had a bunch of those kind of crazy ones was the movie Hellraiser. Did you see that? There's like 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, with
worse and worse.
Yeah, with Pinhead.
Yeah, the first like couple were like so scary and super bloody.
Yeah, but then, like, it just sort of, like, went off the rails a little bit after that, didn't it? Like, 'cause they had, like, a couple of, like, spin-offs and a few sequels. They had a remake as well not long ago, if I remember right. And yeah, it just doesn't have the same sort of, like, feel as, like, the originals.
I think it's and I'm not really into like crazy bloody stuff, but I think it's the world building and it's the kind of creation of the whole universe, whatever that universe is, right? The Freddy Krueger universe, the Hellraiser universe, or whatever it might be. That's what's so interesting. And I think if they obviously got to keep it scary, but continue to like build out that, then I think it's always interesting. But then I think they stop doing that and let's just kill everybody and have more blood. I think that's when it falls apart.
Yeah, it becomes too much like a slash fest. Yeah. So what about some of these? Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on.
What else you guys been talking about?
Well, I've been covering all sorts of different topics on this episode. We've obviously gone over the Wolverine drop. We've been going over the VeVe drops. Basically, what's been going on in the community. So shout out to everyone's individual projects. Like Josh at Collectors Gone Digital is now doing gaming streaming, and he's had recently had Viva La VeVe on, and also Meta Rob Crypto, which is very cool to see.
What game are they streaming?
Josh, take it away.
Yeah, one sec. I was just hitting the other microphone button on the other menu on the other page.
Oh, righto.
I'm just streaming a bunch of like different games kind of related to the IP that's dropping on VeVe. So last week we were streaming a Need for Speed game that fell in line with the Cars drop with Mater. Next week we're going to be doing another racing game to fall in line with the Lambo drop. And yeah, just kind of using that as on-screen content right now until I get access for the VeVe-verse. But
awesome. Yeah, I think the Wolverine. So I think everybody's thinking that if it's a collectible, it's going to be kind of like Miles, 3 different rarities and like 2,000, 1,000, and 250 mint sizes, something like that.
Yeah, or could we possibly get like like a Hulk scenario where we have like different versions of Wolverine? Like we could have like Savage Wolverine, we could have like Wolverine with the classic yellow costume. We could even have him like with his Weapon X outfit as well, like with all like the wires and the big headset as well. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that they could possibly do something like that?
Oh man, that'd be awesome. I would be up for that totally. Yeah, the one in the brown. There's obviously you could pick up a lot of them, but yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, they are a company, so they're going to attempt to extract as much money out of us as possible. That would probably
absolutely
be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm curious to get your guys' perspective on that. How did you guys like that overall experience with the way they did the Hulk drop? Because I like my overall favorite style right now is the interactive, like the Iron Man where you can tap and it goes into different poses, and I think that would be fantastic for Wolverine. But yeah.
Well, that was definitely because that's one thing we were talking about a little while ago. Is that like the collectibles and the quality seems to be like really stepping up now. Like there's really not so much a reason to have like sort of so many statics like statues now, because that's one thing that sort of surprised us when it came to the Cars drop, that they were all static and didn't do anything. So we're saying like with the Wolverine drop, at the very least they need to have like the claws retracting in and out, because obviously they displayed that with the Ghost Spider drop, that you can just do like the interchangeable heads. Like it can't be too much of a stretch to sort of just at the very bare minimum have the claws retracting in and out, like and having like the skin sound to go with it.
Yeah, at the very least, it needs to be animated. I definitely agree there. I just like going back to the Hulk point. Like my opinion on that was it was cool because all those pieces were animated, but there was just a lot of time in between drops. So like I guess they can do that with Wolverine for sure. I just feel like an event like that needs to happen a little bit more over the course of like maybe like a month, right? Like one every single week or something like that. Did you guys lose me again? My screen went black.
No. I got you.
Yeah, and the cadence was weird too. I think there was like even varied in terms of the cadence. I don't think the cadence was exactly the same between them all either. I think the last one took like months to come out before the last one came out. But yeah, no, I definitely think that could work. And that would make sense, right? Because you would think that they were going to drop Wolverine around the time of the movie, which is 2 months from now. So if they started dropping different versions of Wolverine now, and they waited, 2-3 weeks in between each one, then it would kind of line up with the movie. It would definitely hurt my wallet, but that sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I believe that Chris Severs suggested as well they could possibly be saving something for November as well, because that's the anniversary of I think you'll say is the Wolverine 181.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Whoa, that's a good one.
So that's also a possibility as well. So and another thing as well, I was going to ask you guys as well that just with the Spider-Man drops we've had lately, obviously we've had the Ghost Spider that's our common, and then we just had the Black Symbiote suit, which is a rare. Do you think they could possibly be doing something like the Hulk drop with the Spider-Man right now? Do you think maybe we might get an uncommon next, and maybe then an ultra rare or a secret rare?
That's interesting. I never thought of that. I always kind of bunch them together in their kind of universes. Maybe that's just me. So, I think of Miles, Gwen, Spider-Ham, they'll probably try, I'm just thinking that people are going to want to build that Spider-Verse team that, from the first movie.
Yeah,
so you could see, we'll see all of those characters, Spider-Man Noir, that'd be cool.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking as well. So say if this is the case, then what could we possibly get? What would be our uncommon, our ultra rare, and our secret rare? And I was thinking, well, how about we had say uncommon is like Spider-Man Noir, or maybe the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, because we've already got Ben Reilly with the Ben Reilly suit, but we don't have the Scarlet Spider, so maybe we could get that one as an uncommon. Or
and then later turns into whatever, I can't remember the character, Chasm or whatever it is.
Yeah, Chasm, that's right. Yeah.
So, but I think the reason why we got Ben Reilly, because they're lining it up with the marketing, right? They don't always do that, but I think they try to. Is that Ben Reilly had a really big run in the comics. He took over. I can't remember. I think like Peter Parker got hurt or something like that, and Ben Reilly took over the Amazing Spider-Man. He was like the main Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man run for a while.
That's right.
And so that coincided, I think, with when we got him in the app. Obviously, I think we'll get him in the movies at some point, but the other big one, of course, is the symbiote Spider-Man, the one that we just got, and they even mention it, right? That coincides with Secret Wars. So they didn't, and Secret Wars is supposed to come out in another 2 years, and it's been delayed again and again, and who knows when and if we'll ever see that moment where he puts on the black suit in Secret Wars. I gotta believe it's so iconic they're gonna do it, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, another one I thought that maybe they might bring up, because there's a lot of hype and eyes on it at the moment, is perhaps maybe we could possibly get Spider-Boy, get Bailey.
Yeah, Spider-Boy is such an interesting spec, right? Everybody, it reminds me of the spec on Strange Academy back in the day. Like everybody was just madness, Strange Academy all day long, because they thought Disney Plus shows and this and that, and we never ever kind of got anything. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to take a while for them, I think, to put. We might get an animated series maybe on Disney Plus with them. I just let's. It'll be interesting to see what they end up doing with that character and when they introduce him. But definitely, they that's been a pretty popular character for a new character.
Yeah, because I know what's it, the Edge of Spider-Verse number, I want to say 7. Does that sound about right? Was that his first appearance?
Yeah, we have it on the app.
Yeah, we got on the app, but yeah, I mean, like obviously, I know we've had like Spider Boy like popping up all over the place, and
Yeah, that was such a hot comic when it came out. I remember. I mean, I remember it in physical world, not, and then obviously on VeVe too.
Yeah.
But all these comics are so new. I always wonder, I just can't. I mean, I've seen so many new characters introduced, and people are so excited, and nothing happens for literally, at least nothing happens from the perspective of, in Disney shows or in movies.
Yeah.
Like Cosmic Ghost Rider was a huge one, and then Cosmic Ghost Rider got two of his own comics, I think, and it was so popular, and everybody saw everything, right? And now, you never hear Cosmic Ghost Rider again. I mean, I'm sure they'll bring him back. And obviously, it's interesting because we already have. I don't want to ruin anything. Well, we already have who the Cosmic Ghost Rider is in the MCU, so it is interesting that, I guess it wouldn't be that far away if they do a Ghost Rider movie to then bring that character in and have him in that movie as Cosmic Ghost Rider as well. Plus, we already have cosmic stuff with, if they introduce Fantastic Four, Galactus, that's all cosmic. But really, it's the line of story, and I don't know if you've read it. Have you read the Thanos Wins line? If you read that run?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
There he goes. Like, oh, me. No, I haven't seen it, but I haven't read it. But yeah, no, it sounds like it's awesome.
So basically, it takes place at the end of time. Thanos has won; he's killed everybody, and there's very few, like literally, beings left in the universe, and one of them is the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and you don't know who he is. But anyways, it's a pretty fun run, and we have the first of that run on the app, which is Thanos 13, is the beginning of the Thanos Wins run.
Oh, okay. That's the one. The first is that the first
It's like Thanos 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, something like that. It's like six. I think 6 books is the run. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, because I was just trying to think. That's the one with the Ultra as the Albuquerque cover.
Right. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
I think it's in the second run. So Thanos 14, you find out that Thanos has the Hulk in his basement as like a pet. It's kind of hilarious.
All right. Okay.
But that's a fun one.
Can we backtrack for a sec here? Just go back to Spider Boy.
Yeah.
Can someone explain the cover art for that comic? Because I remember when it dropped, a lot of people were talking about the rare and how that's the cover to get out of the 5. Why was that?
Let me look at it quick.
Which one's that? The Edge of Spider-Man number 7, which is his first appearance.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Oh, the rare. That's who did that one? Is it Sarah Pichelli? Off the top of my head.
It had something to do with the in real life frame.
Yeah, it was Lucino Vincino. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like this one was definitely hot. Was this a hot property for a while? And then also the Ultra Rare. I'm pretty sure that one was done by Humberto Ramos as well. That one's quite popular as well.
Yeah, and keep in mind, it could have been just like a no-name post, but I remember that there was a reason that they had explained. I just can't remember what the reason was.
Verse 7. Don't know. I'm just trying to find now. Let's have a look. Yeah, because the Ultra Rare was Humberto Ramos and the here we go. Cover artists.
My app is not being friendly.
No, not being friendly. Oh no, sorry, I got that wrong. It's so the rare and the ultra rare are both done by the same artist. So Lucino Vincino. Hopefully I say that right. But I believe it's the come on, God. You say my web ain't playing ball either.
Yeah, I think it's because the physical is a very rare variant and it's expensive, if I recall. But don't quote me on.
Because the secret rare is the Humberto Ramos cover. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Very cool. Yeah, so that's Spider-Man number 7. If you're interested in picking yourself up a copy on the VeVe app. Tell you what, it's a bit of fun. What are they going for? Let's have a look. Number 7. So far, the common's going for 3 gems and 98 frags. The uncommon is going for 4 gems and 19 frags. And the rare is currently going for 31 gems. The ultra rare is going for 104. That's actually done a slight dip. And our secret rare is currently going for 290 gems.
You know, speaking of comics, I wonder when we're going to start seeing some action with the CGC partnership.
Oh yeah, start seeing some slab bits going on. Because right now we just got that one, haven't we?
Yeah, well they didn't give any more info past that one drop, right? Or the giveaway. There's no like timeline or anything in place, right?
No, I don't think so. No. But no, I mean, yeah, like I said, there hasn't been any more news or anything on comic book slabs or anything. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see.
Do you think they can do digital grading with the mint numbers? Anyone?
Well, that brings me back to what I was saying before about cherry charts. If you're familiar with that side at all, apparently because that was a sort of like one way of sort of grading that we had in the past, but apparently they've shut down now. But yeah, if they can do like some kind of digital grading, that would be good.
Was that from Comics and Crypto? Is it that site?
Yeah. I was just about to say that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're doing something with Comics and Crypto with their grading system.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why they shut up shop, because they're going to go focus on over there. Yeah. Oh, we've got Casual. Casual's up on the stage. Casual, how are you, mate?
Hello, good friends. Doing good.
What's happening? What's going on, mate?
I'm just watching Symbiote Spider-Man go down in price. So you guys check $59.
Oh.
Yeah, I got mine at 70, so bummer. But anyways, yeah, that Spider-Man 7, that Spider-Man 7 ultra rare, Luciano Vecchio. It's because in real life that was the spoiler edition. They didn't show the cover, and then in addition, it was the first cover appearance of Spider-Boy. So that's why it's so expensive in real life, because people weren't sure what was going to be on the cover.
Okay.
The rare is the second print, I believe.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no,
beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah, the rares is good call.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Cash. Thanks for clarifying that for us. Yeah, because we were struggling and trying to remember why they were so valuable.
I'm definitely not an expert.
I think it's the 1 in 25 too, but I'm not sure of that.
Oh, you know what? I think that was the point. 1 in 25. That was it. There was something like that. Yeah.
I think there's other more rare ones too, but Casual I think really hit it. It's that combination of the 1 in 25 plus the cover, etc.
Well, the Virgin's the one that's worth in real life of that cover. I don't think that one was the 1 in 25. Actually, we'll have to look that up real quick. Not trying to be a smartass, but no, I think that was just became scarce. People didn't order that one.
No, so I'm just reading in the comments here. I think Hinano's backing you up as well. It says it's the ultra rare, which is the Humberto Ramos cover first print, which was the secret spoiler variant. That's the one everyone wants after in real life. So there you go. So Hinano's backing you up as well, mate.
I had to come up for Hinano because I know he loves his Spider-Boy. I mean, I'm not an expert at any of this, but Spider-Boy definitely got me a little bit more into it. I definitely ordered a few, and Dan Slott mentioned it on the timeline. And one of the reasons, one of the little cogs in the wheel of why Spider-Boy is doing so good. We all ran out there and bought him, and it's nice to see him succeeding. We like Spider-Boy.
Yeah, I was saying he's doing very well. It's just sort of popping up all over the place.
Yeah,
gonna
I can
say
see it now. The rare is the second print, right?
Yep. I think
Yep.
so.
That's right.
I was gonna say it's interesting how the Spider-Man, like the newer Spider-Man iterations, how they've grown. Because like Miles Morales obviously like took off. Spider-Boy seems to be very popular as well. But then you look at like newer characters from Marvel, like Miss Marvel, and a plethora of others, and they don't do nearly as well. Obviously, Spider-Man is number one, superhero in the world. But it's just interesting how like opposite the character is to everything else in Marvel right now.
I think it depends, though. It takes some time sometimes. Like Miles took a long time before people really got into it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's right. I mean, like, we'll look
Into
at
the
that.
Spider-Verse has really allowed people to think of there's different spider people and be more open-minded to it all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look
Well,
at
I guess there's Spider-Woman and Spider, over the years too. So yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that either.
Yeah, well, as I say, like take Amazing Fantasy 15 for example, like the first appearance of Peter Parker. I mean, like look how long that one took to sort of get into the public spotlight.
I think they realized Ms. Marvel is an Inhuman, and that whole storyline is difficult. So they've, now she's a mutant, so they kind of changed that all up.
I believe she was coded as mutant, but because of Fox had the rights of X-Men at the time, they just made her Inhuman because they didn't want to put X-Men in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I understood it, and they made it right now, so they make it right again. As it was intended, but now she's Inhuman and mutant, and we don't know her mutant powers yet, so that's kind of cool. That will be in a spec comic as well.
No, that is very true, like because obviously, like as Exhibition knows, we recently went over the comic X-Men Hellfire Gala 2023 #1 on Relax and Read the other day, and yeah, it was actually said that she's like some sort of like a mix of Inhuman and mutant. Yeah. Also, before I forget as well, thanks for tuning into that stream as well. You enlightened me on a lot of the characters that we had in there. Like, with I think it was Mother Superior and the Stasis clone and all this. A lot of characters I was unfamiliar with. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, it was really cool. So you can basically go you got more Sinisters, but in that comic story is about four Sinisters, and they all got the different like the heart, and
the clubs,
yeah, and so one of them is the mutant, of course, and the other one, Mother Righteous. That's
Righteous. That's the one,
yeah. And Stasis is the big bad guy.
Ooh. Love Sinister. So especially now Sinister's just popped up on the X-Men show as well, X-Men 97.
And I can recommend the comic Hellions. That is probably the best book out of Krakoa outside the main line. Hellions is Mr. Sinister is leading a team of misfits, a sort of Suicide Squad. So if you are in Mr. Sinister, definitely read that one. It's a sort of reinvention of him. He's very flamboyant, but it's hilarious.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he seemed like very very flamboyant in the Hellfire Gala comic. So like very like, oh look at me, look at me.
Yeah, it is fantastic, and he's wearing this cape, and he steals a pony, and that sort of stuff. It's fantastic. He wants to have, I believe it's Hellions. Hellions is already on VeVe, isn't it?
Hellions? I don't think so.
Maybe I'm confused.
No, I don't think we've got any Hellions comics on VeVe. Let me find out.
No, I don't think so.
No, not yet. We don't have it on VeVe yet. Ah, very cool. Oh, guys.
By the way, Exhibition. Sorry, Osmond, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go on.
I never said hi to you, man, because I know I was having mic issues when you popped in, but nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, hey, man. Was it me? I was kind of looking up on the comics, so I missed that. But then I think quiet, so maybe someone was talking to me.
Hey, it's all good. I'm doing the exact same thing. I was just about to say, I'm really looking forward to the VeVeverse because we can actually have these comics like in front of us and we can look at them as we're talking about them. That's because right. You guys are talking about all the different titles and I'm like searching and you're like, you move on to another title. I'm like, oh, let me go over here. And
I know it's like, like try and keep track of everything we're talking about.
yeah. So,
but it's good, like having you guys in the space. Like I think this is the first time Exhibition's been in the space with us as well, along with Viva La VeVe as well. It's been great, like having the different voices in the space and having different points of view, different opinions, different talking points. Also as well having also a pleasure having returning voices come back as well, like Sven and Casual, and Sleeping as well. Obviously, I think Sleeping got rugged, but hopefully he comes back. But just to give you guys a bit of fair warning, I do have to start wrapping up the space soon because it is coming up at 11 o'clock at night here in the UK, as Viva La VeVe probably can attest to. But yeah, this has been a really fun conversation, guys. Great episode. Lots of different talking points to cover this one, and yeah, it's been loads of fun. But I just want to open up the floor for the last 10 minutes. If anyone's been listening in the background and wants to come up and say hi or say a few words, or just looking for a bit of confidence to speak in a space for the first time, if you've been thinking about it, I'd say do it. That's what these spaces are for. It's about collecting and connecting with other like-minded individuals, and I'm just providing a safe space to sort of just geek out and express your love of collecting. But also as well, if you just want to chill and listen in the background, that's totally cool as well. Like I say all the time, I just appreciate you giving us a little bit of time out of your busy day.
Osman, I was just thinking that if you look at that X-Men logo that's getting slashed, you can assume Wolverine is coming. But I'm actually thinking, what if this would be just the logo to start with, and this would be an airdrop for the bronze tickets, the first airdrop, because everyone forgets they get airdrops.
Maybe, possibly.
Oh, as in the season collectible, you mean? Yeah. You should get some.
Wolverine! That's what I was about to say. Could that possibly be it? Could that be the airdrop?
I gotta chime in, guys. I feel like that would be so mean.
Honestly.
Mate. Here's the thing. David said back in, I think it was October. No, not October. October comes after September. August. He said that we were supposed to be having Wolverine drop back in September. Now, obviously, it's dropping now for whatever reason, but to string us along for that long and then it be a logo, I don't see it. I really hope that. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would get upset by that.
Oh, mate, can you imagine the uproar if that was like the drop for like they have like top like Omi in the Apple like for the bronze tickets or whatever it is. Like, mate, can you imagine? It'd just be spectacular. It'd be absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, that would create an uproar.
Oh my god, what do we think out there in the audience listening? Would that cause like an uproar like of just words just could not describe, you could not contemplate?
The logo could be the first airdrop. The logo itself, if you look at it, it's 3D digital collectible, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It could be. It could be. It wouldn't be the first logo. We got like the Star Trek stuff.
That's true. Yeah, we had the Battlestar Galactica logo. We had that one because I know that because I know just right now that definitely upset a few people because they buggered that one up a bit.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I really hope that this is Wolverine himself and nobody else, because I mean after that tease with the slashing, it's got to be the character.
Well, I mean, it has to be Wolverine. I mean, like the slashing. I mean, like there's three slash marks for a start, so that sort of eliminates the possibility of it being X-23 because she's only got the 2. So
check for it too. Indeed,
yeah. There's definitely 3. There's definitely 3. So
and I mean, like this is like keep in mind too, like this is the biggest drop. Well, this is one of the bigger drops that a lot of people have been waiting for a little while now, right? So
yeah,
you got a lot of Wolverine fans in the community, so they got to pull this one off right. And it is a bigger drop, so there are always going to be people upset, but a good way to upset people is by dropping the damn logo.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But what is it with that yellow background, that blue VeVe logo, and then you have that yellow background? Is it just to link it with X-Men? Yeah, probably.
I think it's just to link with X-Men because I know the logo sort of comes out to the VeVe logo, so there's like yellow represents like because yellow kind of like I kind of basically represents Wolverine in a way, I guess you could say. So it's like VeVe and Wolverine.
I was gonna say, Biggest Bro commented on my stream saying that could have been them showing the colors that Wolverine's gonna be in.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
It's like the blue and yellow version of Wolverine. That's what
like
you said.
Like the classic Wolverine.
Yeah.
You see how the people try to figure out every detail in such a small video. So we're really into it now.
But I tell you what,
community.
It's definitely good for their marketing though. Like, because everyone's talking about it. So, but we got CB up to stage. CB, how are you, mate?
Hey, Osman, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, doing good, mate. So we're just going over the Wolverine drop, the speculation, like what could it be, what's coming, and how badly would it upset everybody if it was just like for the golden ticket drops?
Well, I think based on the aesthetic of the teaser that we got, I'm guessing we're gonna get the same aesthetic as Magneto and Professor X. I think it's gonna be that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be that animated style, and I'm guessing I haven't seen any of the X-Men 97 new series, but I'm guessing whatever form Wolverine takes in that is probably, I mean, it falls in line with everything else that we've gotten X-Men related recently.
Yeah.
So,
that's a really good point. That's a good point because David did say that we are going to be getting X-Men on the platform, I think right before New York Comic Con, which is when they dropped those other two. So
yeah, true.
What's up, collectors? By the way, what's up, Sven? What's up, Exhibition? Viva La VeVe. Yeah, and I think, I don't know. I mean, I think what we want in our heart of hearts is Wolverine is a super ultra realistic Wolverine in regular clothes, or like the version of him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I mean, nothing's going to be perfect aside from the Miles drop, and we'll get what we get, and we'll all get upset.
That's it. We'll just have to stay tuned. I think one point that everyone agrees on is that he needs to be animated.
Absolutely.
And what we should do is make like a little honest round here. And how many MCP are you going to put in for this collectible? But really the honest one, because on OG's Vault and other things, I tend to push at the bottom much lower.
Oh, really?
On points. Yeah. So honestly, I would easily give 100, 150. If more needed, I would put more MCP in it. But 150 is 100 easily for me.
Yeah, I feel like about 7,000, maybe 10,000 would be enough.
Yeah, I think someone would just say all of it.
I was thinking probably close to about 150, 200,000. I was thinking.
I think a lot of it for me depends on how big the mint size is, whether or not we get more than one version. Like if we get 3 different versions or poses, and the common or uncommon is, 5,500 or something like that, or even 2,200, and then it goes down from there. I for some reason I'm not. The tremors in the force are not telling me super scarcity on this.
But if it's only one GB, only one.
I mean, I hope it's only one. I hope it's only one, and I hope the scarcity is 300, 250. Maybe 500. But
yeah, I agree.
Unfortunately, I think. Just real quick, unfortunately, I think it's going to be tailored to the X-Men 97 show. And I think with that, we're going to get a high men count. maybe.
No, like I said, it's still a little too early to tell, but yeah, we'll have to wait for. Hopefully, we'll get some more information when they drop the blog article.
And how much MCP would you give for one collectible, 2,000 items like the other X-Men's that dropped recently? They were all like one item, not 3 items.
If it's one item and there's let's say it's a 2,200 mint count and it's just one Wolverine, I don't know, guys. I mean, I'm not betting anything. You know what I mean? Look at Symbiote Spidey.
True.
You know, we live in a world in this market where super scarcity reigns supreme. A 2,200 mint count drop lands with a wah, wah. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer about it, but
it's gonna be realistic.
It needs to be a really scarce drop to immediately enter into the pantheon of top pieces. I mean, look at Boba Fett. Look at Boba Fett. You are floor.
You're making fun of Boba Fett, man.
I love the piece. I'm saying because of the high mint count across the board on all 3, you're looking at a floor for Boba Fett that just is so irrational based on how popular the character is. You know, so we really need super scarcity right now.
Go ahead, Osman.
I was about to say just for a bit of market watch, just so everyone's aware of it. The floor for the moment is sitting at 55 gems.
The floor for what?
For Ultra Rare Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I missed that again. I'm sorry. The floor for what?
The Ultra Rare Boba Fett
is sitting at 55. You said.
Yep. That is correct.
Yeah, for a second I thought you said the common or uncommon was sitting at 5 gems. I was about to scramble like a cartoon character with the legs circling.
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So the common is currently sitting at $8.99.
Yes, please.
And that's highly disrespected.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the uncommon, just in case anyone's interested, is sitting at 8 gems and 80 frags.
Jesus Christ, what am I doing talking to you guys? I got to be stacking these 2 motherfuckers. Sorry.
That's it.
I agree with CB. Like the just where we're at on the app right now, a drop kind of positioned the same way that the symbiote drop that just happened would be ideal in terms of edition size. At the same time, just based off what like David said in the past, I do see them probably having a larger edition size just because of the popularity of the character. And like it going back to like, even if they do like 3 different poses, right? And I know this isn't Marvel, but I think like the Mickey Mouse NFT collections with like Steamboat Willie and the 2 other variants, the most popular is the common, right? So I just feel like maybe the edition size is probably going to be a little higher, but again, highly anticipated drop. So we'll see.
But you know what?
We don't say Steamboat Willie. That starts to trigger me, and my neck starts to tweak.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. 3 different variants, most popular being the common. You know.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Dirty word.
If they would drop like 3 different variants, but you could select your variant you want, and you can select the secret rare and bid on that, that would make the game different and better, maybe.
Yeah,
I like that.
Sven. Yeah, I'll have that. There we go. Just I'm just reading a comment here next. Kid Arcade's got a good suggestion. 4 drops, 1 airdrop like they did with the Hulk. Get Weapon X, Wolverine in the brown costume, Wolverine 97, Logan no mask, and SROG Cat Wolverine.
See, I'm all for that. It's just the timing. They got to get the timing down right.
Yeah, go get the timing down. Go get the edition sizes right.
I think if we get Wolverine in different poses, let's say we get 3 different Wolverines in different versions of Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could see major stacking on each of those versions. I myself, I'm a bigger Star Wars guy than I am anyone else.
Yep.
I would look at that and I'd be like, okay, I need to do not only mint hunting work on this, but I got to do stacking work. If there's 3 different versions of them, if it's all one version but different poses. For some reason, I'm thinking to myself, and the mint count is high altogether. For some reason, I'm thinking to myself, all right, let me see where this lands on the market. I'll do some work stacking, maybe if the price is right, and I'll do my mint hunting. I like to do normally.
Mhm.
But if it's 3 different like versions of him, 3 different looks, all 3 of those are must-haves, right?
That's it. It's gonna be game on.
How do we get Hugh Jackman to get one and then say he got one?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I mean, he lives in New York. My wife and I met him one time. We ran into him.
Yeah. That's what I think you were saying on a previous stream somewhere that you had an encounter with him.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds or whatever.
But it was like 5 seconds that lasted that felt like 5 hours.
Well, he didn't want to talk to me. He just wanted to talk to my wife, number one. But that allowed me to at least take a picture of him talking.
That's it. Get the sneaky selfie in or something like that.
But he's tall. He's a lot taller than I thought. I mean, I knew he was tall, but he's tall. And a lot skinnier. But I guess this was because I think he was on Broadway. But he looks skinny.
Broadway does that. Broadway does that to people, man. It just it takes off 50 pounds immediately when you're on Broadway. But Sleepin', so he spent more time focusing on the wife than you. I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. We don't have to do it all right now, but at some point, can we return to this topic? Holy smokes!
He didn't know. He didn't know who we were, obviously.
Yeah.
Sounds like a juicy topic for a future episode.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, guys, I got to start wrapping up the space because, like I said, it is coming up on 11 o'clock at night here in the UK, and I do need to get some degree of sleep because my kids decided to get up early. But I just want to say big thanks to everybody who's taking the time to come listen in on the stream. It's been a lot of fun, tons of topics covered this time round. Big thank you to everybody who's come up to speak. Big thank you to Sleepin', CB, Exhibition, Viva La VeVe, Sven, and anyone else who's come up I've missed. Much appreciated, guys. And we've got I think MASC is just trying to jump in at the last second. We'll get MASC up and then we'll start wrapping things up. But MASC, how are you, mate?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, mate. Just getting ready to close up shop because also I believe the resets. I know it's getting late, but I believe also the resets are playing as well with Dave and Miss Gecko. I think they've got a space going on as well, so I don't want to step on their toes for too long.
Oh, got it. I was just gonna say one thing regarding what CB said about the additions to the collectible.
Yeah, go for it.
I just real quick. Basically, when it comes to Wolverine, he is probably in the app. I don't know what the value is going to be, but the importance of that character is up there with Spider-Man and Miles. X-Men is the second biggest IP for Marvel, and Wolverine is the biggest character for that IP.
Yep, definitely.
So even if he looks like Wolverine from 97, from 1969, it doesn't matter. Everybody's going to want Wolverine as far as those that collect Marvel. So I'm hoping for a Miles type drop where it has a secret rare and it has the same number as Miles.
That's what I also was thinking. Or at the very least, maybe get like a Hulk style drop with the different costumes, different poses, maybe. And if they get the price point, the edition sizes right, it's definitely going to be a fair game. It's going to be game on for everything.
It's hard to compare with a symbiote suit because symbiote suit is like a meme, right? It was great. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and that was what was on the comic book. But it doesn't have the FA tag. It's like you can tell where MC was talking about it. It says, I wish it had the FA tag, and that's really going into the price of it.
Yeah, true.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, I know you're trying to wrap up, Osmond, so I don't want to hold this up. But
it's all good, mate.
If not knowing as much about the history of X-Men as probably everyone else on this stage, I would guess that Magneto and or Professor X are in the running for most popular or one of the most popular right under Wolverine. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure, but because their mint counts were as high as they were, which they weren't even astronomical, those mint counts. Look at the floors on those two. I think a lot of it had to do with the aesthetic style of those. I forgot what the word is. that style is. But
what the cell shading style?
Yeah. Which actually, I actually think looks kind of dope when it's in motion. I think the still images don't look as good as they do when those 3D pieces are in motion. But it's so much about scarcity. Like, yeah, look at Hulk. We have an FA Hulk, and look at the floor on that because of the lack of scarcity. And also because of the aesthetic style. I think had we gotten a different Hulk for FA and had it not also been, I think there was that lead up to Green Hulk with all with all those other versions. But if you compare that to psychologically what happened to the market with Miles and his super scarcity, it's so night and day. So I'm just nervous that Wolverine is gonna, if the mint count is too high. But shit, man, it's Wolverine. You just can't underestimate the popularity of that.
Yeah, we should have a space after the reset, CB, and talk about it. I think it's a good discussion to have. Because
do it.
Professor X, they're popular, but they're not Wolverine.
No, Wolverine trumps everything.
Yeah, and if the floors on Wolverine are super, super low, I myself can see myself being like, oh my God, look at these floors. All right, let me lock up 20 of these right now. Or, 10 or 15, whatever the floor is going to be. And just to have them because it's fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just go back to Boba Fett, people. I go back to Boba Fett and those 3 floors on Boba Fett. And that's what makes me a little nervous about lack of scarcity with Wolverine.
All right. Looks like interesting topics. But yeah, like I said, guys, I got to start wrapping up the space. So as much as I would love to keep this going, I got to.
Thanks.
Yeah,
great space, bud.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Like I said before, appreciate you guys coming and speaking. Thank you, Sleepin. Thank you, MASC. Thank you, CB. Exhibition. Viva La VeVe, great to speak with you for the first time, mate. Sven, always a pleasure to have you back, mate. And everyone else listening there in the background as well. I see a lot of returning faces, a lot of new faces. I see Dr. Rolex. I see Hinano. Omi Juan's with us. Notorious B, D, Omar, Fun Under the Sun, Doctor Strange. Chris Severs is back as well. Jay Green, Harmoon, and a whole heap of other people that are sitting there in the chat as well. I see Double Quill as well. Like I said before, if you haven't checked out Double Quill's latest blog, Adventures in VeVe number 48, I believe. I think I got that right. Yeah, Adventures in VeVe number 48. Definitely check that out. And like I said, this has been VeVe Weekends, episode 25. Brought to you by the VeVe Collective, which is basically the collector's space. These spaces were brought to you by. And if you're interested in wanting to know more about the VeVe Collective and our collecting group, you shoot us a DM. Say we got a group chat, we got a Discord, we got all sorts of fun stuff. And it's more or less just a space where to bring others together who are into collecting and other geeky fun stuff. And I always like to do a quick shout out to our members' individual projects before we leave. So I'll quickly go through that. Then I'm going to say my goodbyes. So I just want to say, start off with the Real Uncommon Podcast with Hinano and D. Big shout out to My Collectables, K Collections, Evolved, Collectors Gone Digital, Josh, who's my trusty co-host. Big shout out to Double Quill and Chris Severs with their blogs on Medium and Go Collect. Big shout out to VeVe Arcade, who does his show every Sunday and also does all the amazing NFT Light Parade work that he gives out and asks nothing for. Big shout out to Doctor Strange, who's listening there in the background, I see, with his All Things Strange, with his Stack and Slack video, which he recently did on the last one was the latest, the Deadpool drop, Deadpool number 1. So I'm definitely tuning in and support his content. Big shout out to Three Biggest Bro, which backs up VeVe Arcade on his Sunday show, and just an all-round awesome guy. Big shout out to Shawnee Poo as well, who's getting back active in the YouTube space. Also doing cool little YouTube shorts as well. Big shout out to Informant BE, who's covering the drop videos when it comes to the VeVe drops. Big shout out to Mr. Falcon as well, who's making those amazing Volta videos. He does it with his son from time to time. Really, really cool videos. An awesome guy in real life. Big shout out to Olga MKC with her MetaKitties project. Big shout out to Miss Gecko as well, who's currently over with Dave hosting the reset. So once this space shuts, definitely go over and check them out and give them a support as well. Also, Miss Gecko also does the Gecko pages as well, which keeps you informed about what's going on in the X Spaces. Big shout out to Casual as well for his amazing Funko AI work that he does, which is what my profile picture is. And he also does his own spaces from time to time as well. He also does random karaoke spaces, which if you want to bust out some tunes and get in the space, definitely get involved with that. And of course, last one, just to finish it all off, is myself, Mr. Osmond Collect 63. I do a Relax and Read every Friday, where we do our live comic book readings of some of the comics we've got on VeVe now. And like I said before, the last one we did was X-Men, the Hellfire Gala 2023 #1, which is a great read. And next Friday we will be doing Power Pack Into the Storm #1, which was recommended by Double Quill. So stay tuned for that one for next Friday. And on that note, I just want to say a big thank you to Josh for helping me co-host. And big thank you to everyone who's listening. Josh, is there anything you want to say or anybody want to say before I say my final goodbyes?
Yeah, I'll make it super quick. Exhibition, Viva La VeVe, Sven, appreciate all the support, guys. SleepynComics, thanks for hopping up. Appreciate the combo. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Absolutely, yeah. And also as well, if you came in late to this space, fear not, the replay will be available on the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say my goodbye. So I've been your host, Osmond Collect 63. Big thank you to Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, for helping me co-host. This has been VeVe Weekends, episode 25. And take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon.